My fucking webcam expired, man. I can't use it anymore.
It expired?
Yeah, I have to use internal webcam for right now until I get a new one. It's pretty hilarious. The computer told me it was like the drivers on this webcam are inferior. We will no longer support this webcam. Like, wait,
Oh,
what?
that's weird. That's
Like,
crazy.
yeah,
I've never
we
seen
can't
that. I've never
recognize.
heard that before.
We no longer recognize these drivers.
Alexa, turn on the entrance. There we go. All right. Wow, it's been a minute. It's been a few weeks. Let's see what up. Adam NDJ was in town. He's in San Diego. We went for a ride with him. We took went to
Oh
like a
yeah,
tour of San Diego. Yeah, it was kind of cool.
yeah. I saw he was posting some shit about going on Carnival cruise ships, the ones with the guns. I was like,
Carnival
how's
cruise
that?
ships with
How's the
guns.
first class cabins on those gun cruises?
Yeah,
Did you hear that? Did you hear that fart just now?
I heard something.
Oh, okay.
It was a fart.
Yeah, it was a fart. So, what did it sound like on your end?
A little blurp.
Well, the noise cancellation would totally take it out, wouldn't it? Because it was not aimed at the mic.
Oh,
So noise cancellation is not working.
that's how you test it.
Yep. I mean, think about it. That's a fucking noise that's aimed the opposite direction or another direction. So if you can still hear it, noise cancellation on that device sucks dick.
Uh, I mean,
Shouldn't be able to hear that at all.
hold on. What are you sending me, babe? Oh my god. Sending me crazy videos.
Cry, little sister.
Anyways, how you been, man? Fucking one
I've
week
been
led to
fine.
another week, and then I was just like, who cares? I was just
Oh,
kind of.
don't feel bad. Don't feel bad. I'm fucking swamped right now. I'm literally talking to you right now because I'm fed up. I can't even. I can't even.
Can't
Kind of
even.
thing, right?
You need a
There's
break.
just so much work. Yeah, there's so much work coming in, and now I've employed somebody else to
Oh,
answer my
that's cool.
emails. Answer my email. Well, just no. I don't have an employee.
Oh,
I just told
forced
somebody,
forced
"Hey,
labor.
will you answer? Yeah, answer these fucking emails for tonight, so I can just sit back and not do anything because I don't want to work. I don't want to. Well, to the wrong people. I don't want to talk to those people.
Kinda. Yeah, I feel you. It's been a lot going on. I'm gonna be in your neck of the woods in a couple weeks. Kinda.
Don't. I don't live here anymore.
Well, it's not really your neck of the woods, but it's your
Well,
side of the country.
I moved to. I'm in Switzerland now. We kept the same house though.
Yeah, you took the house and moved it. Yeah.
No.
No,
Why?
I'm
Why?
going to.
What's going on?
Oh, I'm going to Illinois. When I
Oh,
say your neck of the woods, I just mean like your side of the country.
that's
Yeah.
like fucking 1,000 miles away, dude.
No, it's that far.
From Tennessee, Illinois.
It's closer than you are
Oh,
from here.
fucking close. It's like 750 miles to Indiana.
It's
My
closer.
geography.
It's closer than my house to your house. Now.
Yeah, but that's like 2,025 to 3,000.
It's probably like 3,000. Yeah.
3,000 fucking miles, man. It used to be nothing. That used to be nothing. We would clear that in a month.
You mean that used to be a lot? It'd be like
Huh?
that used to be very far.
No.
3,000 miles on a horse?
No, I mean like in my life.
Oh,
Like
oh, okay.
when I was young, 3,000 miles, I'd be like, yeah, that's a month's travel.
Oh, okay, got you.
Nowadays, it's like 3,000 miles. Fuck you. Try to get me to go 10 miles to the next Kroger. That's not happening because they might not have like GMO pineapples.
They had a. Oh man, talk about first world problem. When They opened up a new Costco and we went there and I was like, this is garbage. I want my
Oh,
whole
yeah.
Costco back.
Why? What was garbage
Like
about
nothing,
it?
just nothing is like you walk in and like you know where shit's at. Then you walk in and like, where the fuck is this? Oh, why is this on the wrong side? Why is this on the wrong side?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
And it was like
they're
the
just
first way they.
started like this is not where Costco's supposed to keep
Yeah,
the
yeah,
honey.
yeah, exactly. That's exactly how it was. And then like the first week, like, you know, they didn't even have all their stuff like on their shelves yet. So it was like the epitome of first world problem. Like, I don't like this.
Well,
I don't like change.
I don't give. I'm with you on that shit, man. You know I've always been with you on that, and I still am even more so. It gets worse and worse because they keep on giving me more things that I can do. Hey, it's not my fault. Every fucking genius out there is like, hey, guess what? Now you can fucking just pull up, and they'll just put your groceries that you ordered on your phone in your car.
Yeah.
Guess what I'm gonna do?
Yeah.
Why would I refuse that? I mean, if it's available to me, because tomorrow it may not be available to me. So I'm going to use it so I can say, yep, done that. It's awesome. And I'll fucking do it more if it continues to be awesome. Unfortunately, in my neck of the woods, it's not so awesome. Because any awesome technology that you put in the hands of an imbecile is going to become imbecile technology. Because there's a fucking idiot trying to work it. So, in other words, if you fucking put a lightsaber in the hands of a meth head, he's just going to make drugs with
The lightsaber?
it. Yeah, somehow.
It's
And
gonna
that's what
boil
these
it.
do. I never get my order right when I use those apps.
He's gonna have like a little
Ever.
cookie. He's gonna have a spoon under the lightsaber.
Yeah. Exactly,
Oh,
like fucking
Did you
a
need?
horse trough. It's
did
a
you-
fucking lightsaber.
He's
He's a
like-
horse trough.
He's
That
like,
shit.
oh, did you need some? It's like, ah! What up, Red Bum? How you doing, man? Hell yeah,
Red
soy
Bomb's
sauce.
not here. What are you talking about? Red Bomb's not here.
You gotta get that soy sauce. You know.
Kiko man, I fucking have been using soy sauce a lot in cooking lately. Like rediscovering it. Like when you're in college, you're like soy sauce everything, right? It's just
You know what? I learned that the low sodium soy sauce tastes exactly the same as the full sodium, so I always just use the low sodium. But when I go eat like sushi, I use
You're not. You're fucking white as shit.
what?
Hey guys, do you have any low-fat dairy queen? No? Can I? You guys accept PayPal debit?
Do you guys take Bitcoin?
I like the.
Lies,
like
bitch
the-
ass lies.
I like
Low
the- I
sodium
like
soy
the
sauce.
non-
It tastes
I
exactly
like
the
the
same.
non-sodium.
Fuck out of here. It tastes the same. It tastes exactly the same. Fuck. You don't know. You don't
I know.
use soy
You can,
sauce?
you can trick your brain into doing anything when you're in training mode. Like when I'm working out and trying to eat right, I just tell myself that it is the way that I want it to be, and that's the way I fucking think it is. Like if I'm like, because what I'm getting at is my blood pressure went real high once, and like when I was first like getting into my late 30s, like I didn't understand that my body was slowing down and all that, and I had to fucking accommodate for that. But I was fucking still going 100 miles an hour, you know. And the doctor was like, "Dude, you're gonna fucking die. You gotta get your blood pressure down." I was like, "How do I do that?" He's like, "Well, stop eating salt. There's a number of ways." Like, "Oh, that's easy. Stop eating salt." So let's do that. So I started looking for. I started doing that fucking thing. Potassium sorbonate.
Is that
which
like is that the replacement for salt?
Yeah, it's just potassium. Well, it's a potassium nitrate or potassium sorbonate or whatever. It's like it's an ingredient in like nitroglycerin. I did fucking know that.
That doesn't sound any fucking healthier.
I know it was made by McCormick though, and it was at the grocery store. But at the time, I didn't care. It's like, all right, just do whatever you need to do to get salt out of your system. So I started just eating potassium, and man, it drastically lowered my blood pressure
When-
in a month's time.
When you started jujitsu, did you have to go to like 30 million classes for basic stuff?
I don't do Jewish activities.
It really depends on what school you go to. Some schools have like a beginner class and some don't. You just kind of get thrown in to the deep end, and then you just learn the move of the day, whatever. So it does take like your first 6 months of jujitsu is like drowning. This is drowning. The learning. It's the best way I've heard someone
Go to the ocean?
Well, the best way I've heard this described is you're learning a new language. You're learning new shit. Like you're literally learning. Your body's learning a new language and new moves and new concept that you've never heard of. And so for that first 6 months, it's a struggle learning like side control, north, south, mount. You know, learning how like hip escapes, learning how to shrimp, learning the back roll, forward roll, like all those things. Yeah, it takes a long time.
That would be especially hard to learn while you're drowning. So
Yes.
kudos to you Jewish people.
Yeah. So yeah, did you start? Dude, get in here. I want to hear it. If you started, jump in here. I want to hear. Did I? Well, I tell you to get in here. I probably didn't even send you the fucking link, did I?
Are you talking? If you're still talking to Rev Bomb, there's no way he'd do the Jewish stuff unless it has people. Just saying. Am I getting vulgar now?
There
Just
you
talking
go.
about Lizard.
No, you're good. Sent you an email with the link. I'm really curious because he wanted to start, so I was curious if he started yet. So I'm almost at.
That's extra money. I mean, if he's got the money, I think he does. Actually, I think he does enough money.
I just sent it now. I sent you an email with it.
I think he does have the money to deal with lizards and Jewish
Yeah,
karate.
and Jewish karate. What up, bro? I was like, well, I probably didn't send you the link. So
Yeah.
did you decide to? Did you finally do it or what?
Yeah, no, I'm in. I'm like four
Hell yeah!
Yeah or
classes
no?
in.
Where are you going?
Goddamn Californians.
One of the Gracie spots or whatever.
Is
But you got to do.
is it? Is
So
Oh,
it?
it's
you're
like-
gonna be a Brazilian.
What is it?
Jewish.
Is it a Gracie Baja?
No.
Okay, good. Those are like kind of rip off.
No, one of the Gracie teaches like earlier. It's his whatever.
I wonder what school it is.
I'll link it to you. But no, it's super
Lincoln
cool. It's just
A lot to learn.
dude. But okay, so like I've been
It's
so
hard
the
to
first
convert.
class you just like
Right.
walk in and you're like
It's a taste.
what the fuck am I doing here?
They usually
You
do
know?
the. They'll
The
usually
taste?
go. Yeah, they'll go over like
What? What do you taste?
taint. No. No, they'll do
I
like
knew it.
the first class. You usually go over like oh, I think I know where you're going.
Yeah.
Lawrence.
These are the brothers, right?
Yes.
Oh yeah, those
Yes.
guys are legit.
Yeah.
I,
So
Yeah.
like you do
I
like
don't
a
I don't like their they do the they have some cool shit. Like they have the bully proof for kids. They have some online stuff which they kind of suck, but those guys are fucking monsters, bro.
so you gotta do so it's all 23 beginner step basic thingamabobs
Yeah.
whatever. You have to go to each class 3 times before you get your
There's-
whatever the first belt is, whatever. As
There-
far as like step up.
Their structure is not. It's very unique to them. Like
It's a
that's not.
grind, bro.
It's not like other schools. No, I'll say this: with their school, you're not getting thrown in on the deep end.
Oh,
They,
for sure,
they,
no.
They really work you up to that. So like at my school, so your first day you go in, and they'll do like this like how you're holding the gi, pulling guard, what mount is, a mount escape, one mount escape, and then you're rolling like
Oh shit. Okay.
They're like, but you know, they'll put you with someone like
Joint.
like
Right.
me,
Newish.
or they'll put you someone like me, or like someone who's been there a while, and they'll be like, all right, it's her first day, and so then when we roll, you're just like, all right, just work on what you just learned, and then the next day, you come in and you learn the normal like class, the normal stuff that everyone's learning. They may separate like white belts with another instructor, and you'll go over something. But a lot of times they don't, so you'll go over whatever everyone's learning. If it's not too crazy, if it is like a crazy move that's like super technical, then they'll separate you. But then like after that, you're rolling. Their school isn't like that, I don't believe. They're more like learning the fundamentals first, and then I don't know how they do with the rolling though. Do like you don't get to roll for a while, right?
So I don't get to. So I have to do step 1 through 23
Yeah.
3 times over again.
Christ, sounds like the goddamn Masons.
Yeah, I think
Dude, it's nuts.
I
And
think-
then you
My
get
third degree roll or
I think they have a cool setup. It sucks because you don't get to roll. Rolling is like that shit's fun, but at the same time, it prevents injuries. Like when a new person comes in and they don't like, you know, and you rolling, they don't know what the fuck they're doing, and you end up getting hurt because they do something stupid, you know. So you get all that fundamentals, and I think their idea is to give people a good experience starting off jiu-jitsu. So you.
Oh, that's like their main. So in the last class, they were talking about that. They were like, a lot of people have quit and then come here and enjoyed it because
Yeah.
it's not. I was like, dude, most of the people. So what I found out is most of the people that I do the class with, whatever, they're all, you know, we're all beginners. Like
Yeah.
I'm in the beginning category. Some have been to 60 classes, some have been to 0, but we're all beginners. And I'll have a conversation with somebody and like, so like, what got you here? Oh, I just thought it would be fun. And I'm like, you didn't get beat up at a bar or, oh no, I've never been in a fist fight in my life. Then
Yeah.
what the fuck are you doing here, bro? Like, normally you would think like, you know,
No,
Okay, I
man,
got the
there's
shit
people,
kicked out of
there's so many people from different walks of life.
dude, it's
You're
weird
gonna
as
meet-
fuck.
It is weird. Like we have like mailmen at our school. We have two mailmen and a woman. We have cops. We have SWAT officers. We have border patrol agents. We have like just like
Mailman.
Oh, we have a
Yeah.
nurse. One of our
Mail-
black belts is a nurse. Yeah, mailman, mail woman.
mailman.
One of our black belts is a nurse, a male nurse. Like it's just from all walks of life. The difference is gonna be like, I'm assuming you guys don't start.
My wife said that they fucking
my
got a
God.
new tech. Like they got a new tech. He's a young male nurse. I was like, you better be fucking talking about they deliver mail, and it better be a
So another thing is like I bet I'm assuming once you guys start rolling, you guys won't start standing. A lot of schools don't do that. A lot of schools start from like the ground. They don't start standing unless you do like competition teams. So, those guys are, dude. I've seen that dude is. Those guys are monsters, dude. I've seen them destroy people with one hand. They'll tie their hand into their belt. If you
I
find-
found it.
and then
Yeah.
they'll roll with other black belts and they'll just destroy them with one hand.
So I
I
got
found
to
a judo
watch
place right down the road. By the way, I didn't know that was a thing here.
Oh, it's
jujitsu.
everywhere, dude.
Well, yeah, it's everywhere, but I didn't think it was so close. It was a big like brick building. Like
Yeah.
bricks.
All you need is a small bit space to get started.
But-
so.
So I forget which brother it was, because not that I even give a shit. But so the dude's standing there, and I was
Rolls
watching
Royce.
him roll in the class before I was going, and he's like so fluid and just, I mean, it's nuts. And then he's rolling with a black belt and just,
Make it look
You just-
easy.
oh, dude, I'm like,
Yeah. There's,
so
there's,
what's the
you're
point
gonna,
of taking this class, bro? Like,
You're gonna learn, like, there's levels, like literally levels, like there's this brown belt, like legit. He's a cop, he's a SWAT officer or something like that. I've rolled with him and he just fucking smashes me. He's nice about it, but like, it's like claustrophobic because he's so fucking. He just keeps everything tight. And then I watched him roll with one of the black belts, and he just got demolished, like 100%. I was like, holy fuck, like it's just there's like levels, like I don't know. You'll learn once you start rolling. You'll be like, all right, this is. And when you start rolling, dude, it's so much fun, though. You start putting things
Have you
together.
ever rolled with a tiger?
A pussycat.
No, I'm
There you
serious.
go.
I'm not talking about full-grown tigers, man. It's really good practice for fighting human beings by fighting a dog or a cat that is close to your same weight.
What's his name? What's his name? Used to train with bears.
A bear is
Khabib-
probably a
Kha-
good thing, but
Khabib-
bears are. I
Khabib.
don't know if I
Khabib
play with a big
Nurmagomedov or whatever. He's from like Kazakhstan.
Oh, that cow, yeah,
Yeah,
that's some.
Yeah,
Dude,
some
I
next
watched
level
the video.
shit.
Some stupid
You're
shit.
going. You know who will probably show up there too is Brian Ortega.
I'll be honest. I drugged the cats that I wrestled with.
Who?
Brian Ortega, the UFC fighter.
With
He's like a
ketamine.
big trainer. He trains with them a lot. Like they're always in his corner. Him and his girl, they're both UFC fighters. He's legit as fuck.
I think the most dangerous thing I've ever fucked with like that is a
Oh.
kangaroo. Or let me take that back. The tiger, yeah, fucking bit it in my head, and that was scary and everything. But you know, wasn't as scary as a kangaroo.
Oh, I just saw this guy 2 days ago.
Yeah, I know. That dude's a fucking monster, dude. There's some killers and they go to there.
Kangaroo hangs on to you for.
He's super
Long time.
chill too. Yeah, kangaroos are scary as fuck too. Those guys are monsters.
Yeah, they kind of get possessive of you. They're like you're mine, and then you have to
Yeah.
wait for them to let go. You know.
Yeah, that's those two brothers they're legit. Like a lot of people don't like them because
Do you think they could take one to the taint?
because they're salesmen.
Hey, answer my question.
They might be able to. I don't know. They're very salesmen in the whole jujitsu thing. So a lot of people don't like them, but those guys are awesome. Yeah, that's a good place, man.
It's funny because like I get what I like watching them speak. Like I can see how it comes off sales pitchy or whatever. But like
It's passion.
when you're sitting in the class and I'm sitting there going, I'm looking at some whatever blue or purple or whatever fucking rainbow color belt that the dude's got on.
Yeah.
And somebody else, obviously not them. But you're just sitting there and you're like, I couldn't keep up with this guy if I wanted to.
Yep.
Just based off a tiny little body position. Like we go into a stand up like fist fight, yeah, I can fucking work this kid all day. Like just on reach.
Yeah, as soon as he touches you, it's game over.
Right. It's far. I'm fucked.
Yeah.
You know.
As
Like
soon as he gets his hands on you, you're like, oh fuck. There's not
Well,
even-
that's the-
About aging. As far as just aging goes, as you become closer to the minority in age range, you realize the less chances you have on winning said fight. You start sizing people up. I find myself doing that anyway. But I kick that guy's ass, and like as you get older, the more no's you get in your head. You're like, nope.
well, and then I'm sure you have because you get to roll and do all the other shit. But like the guy who just takes it like a little bit too far,
Oh yeah.
dude, just fucking.
So
Oh, the guy in the
one
police
time,
academy.
one time, we were doing drills, and then Nathan was rolling because Nathan does adult class. Nathan's a blue belt now too.
Oh, dope.
Yeah, so we were doing the adult class, and there was this like white belt. He's 16, but he's 100 pounds. So he's rolling with this older guy, white belt. And this is what I mean by like this is where it kind of gets sketchy. So Nathan had him in his guard, and he picked him up and slammed him. Nathan, and they were just doing a drill, like we were doing these drills, and I was like, what the fuck? And then the professor saw what happened, and he looks over to me and he goes, yep, and he just kind of is like, go ahead. And so then I'm okay. So I walked over there because in the middle of the drill, I walked over there. I'm like, all right, I'm taking over. So then I took over and fucking smashed him. And my friend was standing there, and he goes, because he looked all confused, and he goes, he saw what you did to his kid. So then, yeah. And so then, and the professor, he literally looked at me. He's like, "Yep, go over there." I was like, "All right." So then you'll have what's called like they call them mat enforcers. So you get someone that's like really good, and then you have someone come in that's like super aggressive, overly aggressive, takes things too far. and then those guys will go and like basically smash them and teach them a lesson. Maybe like
Dude.
stop fucking around.
Like, so, like I'm like I told you, like I'm still in baby dick classes. Like we're in diapers and fucking training wheels. And this guy who's obviously trained a lot in other martial arts, he's new to the Gracie program. And I'm like, oh, okay, how's it going? Introduce ourselves and everything's fine. And then out of nowhere, bro, this dude is like, we're doing walkthroughs and he's throwing full force fucking elbows and he's grazing my nose on just walkthroughs. And I'm going, dude, if you land one of these, I'm going to straight uppercut you. Like, just from the mat, I'm going to knock you the fuck out. Like, I'm going to be so pissed right now.
I love those fucking guys, man. My ex-landlord, his name is, you can look him up, maybe. I don't know how it works, how this shit works, but he's in the Martial Arts Hall of Fame 3 times. And his name's Brian Winchester, and he invented some bullshit that you do in martial arts. I don't know, some hand flippies he made up. He got the fucking, but he acted like it, dude. He wore that shit. Like, he didn't have to fucking put his belt on for him to, like, emanate that fucking shit on everything. Like, you just knew, like, within, it's like he was like a vegan of martial arts. Like, within the first 30 minutes, you're gonna know that he's in the Martial Arts Hall of Fame. This reminds me of the Martial Arts Hall of Fame or something.
Dude, it was just like, bro, like I've had like a really good, I've had a couple dudes were really cool. And then
you're gonna run into that. There's gonna be
of course. I was just waiting for it.
We had these brothers that were younger brothers. So my professor's wife, she was a brown belt at the time.
Okay.
And she was training for a competition, and we were doing these drills where it was a roll where they put all the black belts in the middle, and then everyone else lined up, and so then each person would roll with them. They would stay in as long as possible. So basically, they would stay in until they get tapped. If you tap them, then you switch and you stay in. But they start with all the black belts in the middle, and they just keep going and going and going until they get tapped. And she was rolling with this one guy, a younger guy, and she got him in a straight ankle lock, and he wouldn't tap. And she ended up letting it go. But then afterwards, like, we were talking, and he came over, and he was, like, limping. And she's like, why didn't you tap? Why the fuck don't you tap? You're supposed to tap. Like, and he ended up, all of them ended up quitting. But they were super aggressive like that. But then they, it's one of those things that's like, you come in super aggressive, and then you realize, oh shit, there's fucking people in here that'll fucking murder me.
Oh yeah, no, like, I'm all about, if you can stand up and box or take a punch or do all this other shit, but like, this is like, here, I'm gonna decompress my wind out of myself and just lay it into your freaking rib cage, and it's 30 pounds heavier on you, and you can't move your arm.
You feel like 200 pounds is on top of you,
And you're like, okay, well, what do I do to get out of this? And you're like, oh, well, his base is pretty extended. All right, this is gonna be a lot. Oh, fuck, okay. And so it's like, it's cool to learn all like the idiosyncrasies and everything about body positioning, how like 1 inch here makes a difference to 3 inches over.
Dude.
The what?
I learned a ton when I was in martial arts as a kid, and into my early high school years, I kept going with Ishinryu. I don't know if you know what that is, but it's just basically Okinawa bullshit. That fucking Karate Kid shit. That fucking, it was just for my parents just tried to keep me fucking busy with it. And I was in it. I think I've told you guys this before. I was in it for like 5 years and made it to like yellow belt in 5 years. But I learned a lot. I just refused to do that kata bullshit.
Yeah, kata. That's what it's called. Yeah.
I won all my spars. You didn't want to spar with me. I was little and squirrely and slippery, but I fucking was a yellow belt.
So you guys are doing like a lot of escape drills, I'm assuming, like side control escape, mount escapes.
Yep.
A lot of shrimping.
Ew, gross. That tastes gross.
Haven't shrimped yet, but oh no, we did. Yeah, we did.
a lot of shrimping. Yeah, dude. There's like, you'll learn stuff, and then like you think you get it down, and then Like you'll learn something. And you're like, yeah, and you're getting everybody with it, and you're like, yeah, this is my shit. And like then the next week they're like, all of a sudden they walk in, they're like, all right, we're gonna show how to escape from here. And you're like, motherfucker, she's just showing everyone how to stop my move.
Does Gen Z know about shrimping? What it is? Like what the real thing is?
I don't even know what like shrimping on
Oh,
a boat.
come on.
Shrimping on a boat?
No, come on.
Well, that's what the
Don't
real
make me
thing is.
say it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Shrimping is when you stick a straw, you come in someone's butt and stick a straw in there and you suck it out.
No, it's
Come on.
not.
You know what that fucking means. Yes, it is. It's been since the beginning of time. You guys
Goddamn,
get
Billy.
stripping? Oh, yeah, dude, I fucking sucked it.
What up, Adam and DJ? Bustin' Knuckles, what up? Dart. Fuck you, Dart.
Don't be so naive. You guys are stuck in the Jewish karate mind. Get back in the butthole frame of mind.
Oh man.
Yeah, dude, it's fun, man. How long? So you just 4 class? How many times a week are you going then? Like, I'm assuming like this is like your first week.
I went once the first week, and then I had a bunch of shit. I went 3 times this week.
All right.
Probably about my max all
For now,
for now.
I up until a couple of weeks ago, I was going 10 times, 9 times a week.
Really?
Yeah. I was going twice a day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I take Thursday off, and I go Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I was
Jesus.
in there all the time, yeah. All the time.
Yeah, my spot's closed on Sunday, so
Oh, are they?
Sunday
Oh,
regret. Yeah.
yeah.
But-
But
no, I mean-
you can find like open mats places too. Once you get good, a lot of places do open mat, and you just show up and roll. That's all it is just rolling. So you can roll with like new people and shit like that. What are the? I'm assuming that place is going to be
Red, never
that
get the
cheap.
clearance.
What happened?
What do they charge?
I think it was 180 for 8 classes a month, something like that.
Oh, it's not unlimited.
No, and then you can do 210 for 3 classes a week, and then I think it's 240 for
God damn, that place that's kind of pricey. But I mean, it's a good school, so
For me, right now, unlimited isn't worth it
yeah.
in the sense of like, so beginning classes, I think there's 3 on Monday, and then there's 1, there might be 2 on a couple other days during the week, but it's pretty much 1 for Tuesday through
So
Saturday.
So you can't roll until X amount, until like a certain amount of classes.
So you get, so they do like all the beginning stage program, whatever, and then you
Yeah.
kind of like roll through the drill of the day for
Yeah.
the day, but that's really it.
What up, Adam?
And then
Hello.
you get your combat belt or whatever it is. It's like a white belt. I got no fucking clue.
Yeah, they do
And
some
so
weird
once
shit
you
there.
get that, then you can. That's when you are open to go to any class, minus the learning classes.
I think there should be a law in all combat sports, including wrestling, that everybody should have to use the WWF belt system. So even karate dudes at the Olympics would have these gigantic fucking golden belt buckles. So that would have to be something that you put up with if you have to get into the sport. And it would be grand. It'd be a grand thing. And you have to wear your belt over your shoulder, even if you're going to McDonald's just to get fries, just like wrestlers do. I think it'd be cool, guys. I think you should get behind this.
So, but
Yeah, his dad was their dads were at our school not too long ago. Horion Gracie's their dad.
okay.
And he was at our school, and he gave Hoyler his like pretty much probably his last stripe for his belt.
You see what I'm talking about? Like, if you had a black belt, you just have a really, really, really big, obnoxious gold belt.
Well, they
Dude,
have
their
that.
black belts are so faded by now. They're
Yeah,
like
they've
great.
been a black belt for a long time.
They're so faded.
Yeah, I mean they grew up in it. That's the thing. They grew up in it. They have. It's crazy. Their history.
I'm a black belt. Bro, that's dirty pantyhose. No, it's not. It's
Yeah.
not black belt, 3rd degree. No, that's dirty pantyhose. It's stripe.
That's cool, man. I'm glad you finally did it.
Yeah, no, it's fun. It's a really weird feeling to walk out of the fucking tree, though, or walk out of the place. Like, you're just like, oh yeah, it's cool. You know, you walk in, you're a little bit amped up, and by the time you walk out, it's like
Drained.
I got amped up to fight. Didn't fight anybody.
Oh,
I'm
because-
mentally
yeah.
just like,
Yeah, because you're still just learning the positions.
yeah, I'm mentally
there
like
any-
absolutely obliterated.
Yeah,
Are there
then-
any weird
it's
like
a
are there any weird superstitions in martial arts like there was with me in rugby and football?
yes.
Like if you can't, like, after you win, you can't wash your socks until you lose.
you don't wash your belt.
Really?
Yeah.
I
They
knew
say
it. I knew that.
they say
Why does
they
everyone
say
have
if you
to
wash
shit
your
like
belt,
that?
if you wash your belt, it washes the knowledge away. Or
It's a
like
superstition.
whatever belt they give you, you're not supposed to like go get a different belt. Like that's the belt you're supposed to have because it's disrespectful.
Let's introduce a new one, and you have to be the outlet for this, Ghost. You're because you're the one on the inside, right? Tell everybody in jiu-jitsu that if you don't wash your belt, you won't get flesh-eating bacteria
I-
right above
I-
your cock.
I know
ever.
that's a crazy thing. That's a crazy thing.
That's
Yeah.
like that's like us in the military. There was a superstition about not washing your hat while you're in a combat area. Like if you wash your hat, then something's
Wash the
gonna
luck
happen to
away,
you.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've heard a lot of that. I wonder where that stretches from, man, because it's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, it goes all
Like,
the
hey.
way back.
Let's get fucking let's get sarsaparilla up our buttholes for good luck.
Yeah, that's cool, man. That's a good school. Yeah, I think you'll probably learn a lot there. Those dudes are fucking. They're legit.
I mean, it's interesting. It's like
Did
The
you,
whole-
it's a you don't realize how big of a mental game it is. Like it's, it is a big mental game. Like the whole strategy, what to do, and it just goes deeper and deeper down the hole. Like it's
Have you-
just
Have you seen these wizard schools that are popping up?
wizard schools. No,
Yeah. Oh, dude, look at that.
Like Harry Potter.
Yeah. These fuckers
For
are
the
just like
love
starting
of
up
God.
schools for wizardry in like their mom's castle or like an A-frame in the fucking Smoky Mountain, calling it fucking like house for fucking wizardry and shit. And I'd like for somebody to go to one of those and be like, well, you're a wizard, so you know everything. Can you teach me jujitsu better than jujitsu school could do it? And just like pay them, just pay them. Be like, here, do it. Make me wizard jujitsu.
it's perfect.
It'd be great. Like, I think that'd be a great Vice article. Really, go to these fucking idiots and be
There's
like, hey
no-
man,
People really.
Yeah, and I don't know. It's cool. Then there's certain moves that you can't do until you're like a blue belt, brown belt, black belt. Like certain things are not allowed.
Where are
if
you at?
compete. Gracie Humaita.
No. Belt wise,
Oh, blue belt. 2 stripes.
2 stripes, man.
Huh? What?
2 stripes, motherfucker.
Yeah, just make sure. Dude. And some places don't even do stripes. I don't know. Do they do stripes there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't understand the stripe system, but they do.
It's every school's different. Basically, it's just to give you like an indication of where you're at, and you're it's obviously like you're not getting a belt all the time, so it's like a stripes kind of like, and every school is different. Like that school is really structured, so they might have certain things that you have to do to get your stripe. or even your belt promotion. Like I bet you guys do tests for belt promotions. We don't like not every school, so we don't test at our gym. Like they just watch and see if you're ready. But basically it goes up 4 stripes. Once you get your 4th stripe, then whatever the next promotion, whenever that time comes, you're gonna get the next. Basically, you're up for your next belt. So, and then kids have a bunch of different color belts. So, like if you see kids, they'll have.
Oh yeah.
They have
very
white, gray, yellow, orange, green.
and then green, orange, and then yellow.
Yeah, so
green,
it's a whatever color with a white stripe, and then it goes solid, and then it goes black. So it'll be like, let's say you get an orange belt. It'll be your first one would be like an orange white, and then it'll be like orange solid, and then it'll be an orange black, and then each one of those they still get stripes on, and it's just to get kids like
right.
keep them motivated, right, to keep coming and keep wanting to learn. So that's why they really did the kids belts like that, is to keep them wanting to come back. Because then adults is white, blue, purple, brown, black, and in between that, like some schools don't even do the stripes. So it's like your only motivation is I just want to keep going to get better. There's no like checkbox.
So so when we walk into the gym, our name is on a card. Pull the card.
You punch in.
No, you
some
just
shit.
that's your like admission for the class that day. Basically, instructor comes by, takes your card from you, and they mark down what you did, and then like it's
Oh
all.
wow, super structured.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, ours we have a tablet. You just come in, log in, and it just shows that you were there that day.
Learn real wizardry magic. Can't even spell magic correctly. Out of the
Oh,
gate.
they're
Did they do the
geniuses. Don't
CK?
question them. They know all.
They did the CK, didn't they?
Yeah.
They're like, oh, silent letters are fucking redundantly important.
That's crazy. That's funny.
Magical is spelled with a K as well.
Don't
With
question
a
them.
CK
They'll
as
fucking-
well, mind you.
Don't
Like,
question them. They'll wizard your ass, man. Don't question them.
wow.
They got video lessons and everything.
That is crazy. How are you that
Very-
into magic and you can't even spell it? Shouldn't they have a
Okay.
spell for that?
How-
It's called autocorrect.
You're gonna. Oh my God, you're gonna get so wizarded.
How's San Diego, man?
Oh
Enjoying it?
man, yeah,
bet you
it's we're
Kind
we're having a lot of fun. It's
Why are you?
I brought my kid down here for TwitchCon.
I was thinking San Francisco. Yeah, San Diego's probably hot as fuck.
No, actually, right now it's quite.
Should-
I'm sitting
should be
outside
pretty
looking at the 3 stars.
There's only 3 stars out.
Yeah, there's only 3 stars.
Oh, that's because there's so
Oh.
much light pollution out there.
Yeah, I'm used to back home where it's like thousands.
Yeah, there's a lot of light pollution there.
But I mean, it's
pollution.
nice. It's. I mean, I think it got up to 80 one day.
That's not so bad.
Although there was the trip to Borrego Springs that got up. To
But it is San
83.
Diego 80 though. San Diego, like at SoCal 80 is different than just 80.
Nah, actually, it's so on the bikes
Mm.
moving. The 80 is really nice. It's like a good, comfortable temperature. We've had a lot of fun riding around down here.
Treats my body differently down there. It sucks the water out of me. I get sick.
Well, that was out there in the desert.
Yeah, that was Palm Springs.
want-
That's a different kind of thing.
It's the same square 300 miles. Basically.
Want
Same
to
desert.
hear?
Yeah, but we're next to the ocean right here.
True.
Big difference.
My
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Ribbon, my
Interrupt.
My professor got his black belt in 3 years, 3 or 4 years.
Okay, so the
That's it.
fastest that they've done it at, because I asked, and 2 guys did it in 7 years
Hmm
Yeah.
That's rare.
at the school,
So
and that's the fastest anybody's done it at the school.
yeah, it's super rare. Like that.
Were they
That's
competing?
like so. Yeah, my professor did it in 3 or 4 years, and then he won IBJJF Worlds. He's like a 5-time or 4-time world
Why do they call them
champion.
professors?
It's like when you're a black belt and you have a professor stripe, you're professors. If you're not, then you're just called a coach. I don't know if they call them professors at your gym. They might not.
They don't call them professors.
I don't call them
in
shit.
Other art.
But I don't think they call them anything.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
They're more.
I've never heard
Americanized, I
that
think.
used in a dojo before. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not saying I'm a fucking expert. I just never heard it.
Yeah, we call them professors.
Do they deal in alchemy?
I mean, feels like it.
Oh,
When you see
okay.
when you're like, what the
That
fuck did you
makes
just do?
sense.
What the fuck did you? What was that fucking sorcery that you just fucking did?
Whoa, he made fire! Hey, lighter.
Why am I upside down?
Why am I upside down? Yeah.
We're rolling.
No, I really just want to get to like.
To roll.
No, I just want to be able to like hold my own in like a purple range. I don't need to get past that.
I want to roll
Purple
like
belts
Fred
are.
Durst.
Right. Like normal everyday human would be like, all right, I'm mopping the floor with you like 3 seconds.
Oh yeah, 100%.
And then like, okay, you kind of know something. Okay, let me mop you in 5 seconds. And then anybody above that it'd be pretty rare to run into just in general.
Yeah.
So then it doesn't really matter.
Yeah. I mean, even
I'm
by
fucking
blue
going
belt,
here and out of shape.
by
I
blue
would
belt,
like
you're
sorry.
fucking up your average person, no problem.
Right.
We've
I just
had
want to
we've
fuck
had
them up faster.
so one of our guys he started he became the head professor at UFC gym,
Mhm.
and so it's a new program, so they're all white belts. But he'll bring over some of his students every once in a while, and like I'll roll with them, and I'm like, wow, that's fucking nuts. This is like handling a child.
Right. Like how far you've come in. What's it been, a year?
A year and 6 months, something like
Okay.
that. Yeah.
I always
yeah,
remember myself in fucking martial arts how I just said, I was a good fighter, but I was low rank because I didn't do the katas, wouldn't memorize them. You got to remember that when you're fucking with a white belt or a yellow belt. And I'm just judging on myself. Just because they're fucking yellow belt doesn't mean they're not fucking been through sparring. They could have been there for 3 years, for fuck's sakes, 4 years.
Well,
you know?
that's what I'm
You never
saying with the kids. The kids are, dude. Man,
Some of them are crazy, bro.
Dude, I rolled with a 15-year-old green belt a few weeks ago, and I already knew. He's taller than me, and he's pretty fucking. I was like, man, I got one shot. I fucking got him. I submitted him once, and I was gassed. And he was like, "All right, let's go." And I was done. After that, I got smoked. He just fucking.
How's your fucking? How'd your nose heal?
smashed me.
Was it broke?
Yeah, no.
or-
It was just hurt. It took like a week
Well,
or so. It felt
duh.
better.
Was it broke though?
No,
Oh.
no, I don't think so. I didn't go to the doctor. Come
You
on.
said no. It was just hurt.
I didn't go to the fucking doctor.
So bruised.
Oh, so you don't know? It was probably broken. It looked pretty bad. Yeah. Black out.
If you move your nose, does it completely wiggle with your hand? Like, is it free?
No, up here. No.
Wiggle,
No,
wiggle,
like on the
wiggle,
tip. Like, can it like you have movement?
Mm.
Like, can you smash it in and there's not like a whole lot
Oh
of force?
no, it's good.
If
Well, when
you-
I got
if you-
elbow. What happened when I got elbow?
If you wad
I
up
heard
your fist
I heard it. Like I
and
heard.
punch
Crack.
yourself right in
Yeah,
the face.
yeah. I
Is that
heard the crack, and I was like, oh. And then like I was laying there for a minute, and I was like, fuck. And then I was like, is it bleeding? He's like, no. And I'm like, all right, fuck it, let's go. And I sat up,
Dude, I
and it
hate
was
that
like,
feeling.
boom.
Boom.
And I was like,
Yep.
fuck.
Oh, yeah.
So I went and I got it off, whatever, and it stopped bleeding. And then I was like, all right, I'm ready. So I started rolling again, and I was trying to pass this dude's guard or side control, and I was like using my head, like pushing
Right.
on him, and then it just started leaking again. I was like, fuck. So then I just stuffed it
all
I
over
did-
his gi too, right?
Yeah, I felt bad.
What color gi was he wearing?
A white.
White?
Yeah. So then but you know what? Blood comes out super easy as long as you wash it right away. But then, so
Yeah.
then I went and I just stuffed my nose with toilet paper,
Right.
and then I rolled the rest of the night with toilet paper in my nose. It was really uncomfortable.
I learned that in
Look. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but that's that is
that looks like some kind of Roman orgy.
that's Hoyler when I was getting my blue belt. That was Hoyler
Okay.
swapping it out. I was like, hell yeah, that's fucking dope. And this is, I don't know if I have a picture of him.
I just like bleeding on people. I'm sorry, I overreacted.
So the guys teaching. So this is when they were. That's, yeah, my phone just keeps fucking. The guy on your
Oh,
left
my
or
camera.
right?
I'm sorry. I'm
The
back.
one the one with the red belt. That's their dad. Where you're at, that's their dad.
Okay.
It was crazy because like we had all these guys are all fucking legends. Like we had Mackenzie Dern there. We had Megaton Diaz. You'll start learning all these people's names as you get more involved.
I
in it.
won't.
But
I won't.
I don't. I know you will. You saying that now. You're gonna get sucked into this shit. Man.
Fuck those motherfuckers. I'm out for me.
I'm just there.
Yeah, but then
So,
you're there
you know.
now. But then you're gonna be like,
Dude, I
you're
don't
gonna
even
get
like
to
the
you're gonna
well,
get to a certain point. You're gonna be like, I want to compete.
I
a
take
bit,
that back.
'cause
I'm
you're-
sure the Gracie family is very nice, but the first one that you get introduced to in your journey through like martial arts and UFC, as far as the jiu-jitsu goes, is Hoist. And then you're like, oh man, let's look at Hoist. Oh wow, man, he's super badass. And then you watch a fight like, oh Hoist, oh you shouldn't have headbutted him, that was fucked, but you won. And the next one's like, why did you break his leg after he was tapping for 5 minutes, Hoist? It's kind of fucked up. And then you start associating that with the rest of the family. That's what I did anyway. And now I'm like, fuck the Gracies.
Nah, I mean, I just don't even care. Like, you do you. Like, I'm on my own little path. Leave me the fuck
Yeah.
alone. I'm just here.
That's what it's about. Is just, are you better than yourself yesterday, or when you look back in 4 months, if your old self walked in, could you beat him? You know,
Right.
that's kind of the way I try to look at it. Because you're gonna, once you can start going rolling though, you're gonna have these like. It's weird, man. Like, there's certain people I roll with. I already know, like, oh, we're about to fucking go to war. Like, I already know.
I do
but,
know
like,
from
other
the
people I
from
know
the-
he rolls chill.
From the outside looking in, if you ever did roll with a Gracie, you should go to break their fucking arm because they're gonna try to break yours. Seems like if there's money involved, it seems like that's what they do.
Did you know?
So you should try to fight dirty. I guess that's what they're trying to teach you guys. Fight dirty, right?
Hoy,
I
I
think
would
so.
say that.
yeah,
I
Hoy,
don't know. It kind of looks that way.
no, I mean, you're fighting, so fight's a fight.
True.
You know,
So it,
Mike,
you, so
Noah,
you-
Noah's
so you
competing
agree.
tomorrow. Noah's competing tomorrow.
Where?
We have an in-house in
Oh, cool.
Temecula, and then he's competing next Saturday or next Sunday at World League, which is in Del Mar, and so is Cassie. Cassie's doing her first competition,
That's cool.
so they're both competing next week.
So is the whole family doing it?
My wife's a blue belt now. She just got
Awesome.
her blue belt.
Really?
Yep.
Holy shit! You guys are going a mile a minute, man.
She just got her blue belt. Cassie's a 3-stripe white belt now.
Are you still riding?
Yeah,
Okay.
not like
yeah, he was,
not.
he was down here last weekend.
I don't ride like I used to, but I do ride.
Oh,
Like
I know.
Back.
I like that's what I pick up the boys from school now on the bike. Or like last weekend I rode down to San Diego and gave Verse and his wife a tour of San Diego. Tour de San Diego. I couldn't make that sound any fancy. I don't know.
No, you gave Adam and his wife.
Is that what I said? Adam
Yeah, you said verse.
Oh
and
yeah,
his wife.
Adam and his wife. Fuck
Fucking
Verse.
wives,
Fuck
man.
Verse. He
I'm
don't
in the
matter.
dog-
He don't matter.
But verse was there, so
Verse was
I'm in the
there.
doghouse right now with
Gotcha.
wives, dude. I fucked up today.
Oh.
What'd you do?
Well, my wife went on vacation today, and she's like, "Hey, yeah, I'll be home for 2 weeks. It'll be awesome." I was like, "Yeah, that will be awesome." Cool. Then I found out the kids are on fall break, and I was like, hold up, wait a minute. You mean that the kids are going to be here every day and you're going to be here every day? And she's like, yeah. I said, fuck. Like, what are you talking about? I was like, well, that means I'm fucking not going to be able to stop. For 2 weeks, I'm going to be Mr. Maid. You guys are going to be just tearing shit up, and I'm going to have to clean up after your ass for 2 weeks solid. He's like, oh, I didn't look at it that way. I was like, I'm going to have enjoying my time with you. I'm like, bitch.
I want to be like,
enjoy you.
why do I want to be like? I'm like, you said that? You said that? And you'd be like, I said.
I just have that problem. I mean, if I didn't, I look at it like this. If I didn't lay it all out there right now, I'd fucking bottle it up and it'd be way worse in like 2 weeks. So like, God damn it, like the last day of her vacation. It's like, divorce.
If you ever get tired of waiting to roll, you can come out. I got mats. You can just come out here.
Oh yeah,
Shit.
yeah, that would be great. Wait 3 seconds. All right, cool. Let's go.
No, we'll work.
Wait 3 seconds.
We'll work on shit. We'll work on shit.
I love my wife. To be clear.
I know you. I know you do. We know you do. We know you fucking around
She's
with.
just a mess. She's a fucking mess.
Dude, Nathan rolls with adults and like sometimes he made an adult cry.
See, that's funny.
This guy afterwards he like got him in a body triangle he took his back, got him in a body triangle and just fucking took his soul. And the dude was like, afterwards he just got up and walked straight out the door.
Oh,
and the professor, he just looks at me and he goes, fuck. He's like he just kind of gave him like, look, and he walked over to Nathan and he was like, he gave him a fist. He's like, if you make an adult tap out, man, like that, it's like, that's some other shit right there.
You should convince him to go to one of those nearby California gurus that say that they have the force. You know those dudes. You know the guys I'm talking about. That they can just like move their hand and like make you fall down.
Yeah, those guys are hilarious.
And do a field trip to one of those dudes' dojos. Man, 'cause they're still out there.
What's that one guy from Detroit, Dusty, whatever?
oh yeah.
Fucking guy.
That shit's hilarious, and they really believe it, and they still have crowds and sell tickets.
Yeah, they do.
To watch this bullshit, man.
Yeah.
I can't believe that. So that should be a mission. There'd be some good YouTube material to land you in the jujitsu YouTube crowd. Go fucking expose one of those idiots that's trying to like use the force.
The thing about like, this is what I really like about jujitsu.
Oh,
Unlike other martial arts, you like really are like when you roll, you're like you're going 100% or you're going like full out, and there's no like lying. You can't lie about it. Like I can't.
Sure, you just pay motherfuckers and then hold a fucking exhibition of you fucking.
No.
You'll get absolute work.
Why don't those motherfuckers get slapped then? They fucking do the same thing.
Well, there's a difference because there's no. That's what I'm saying. It's not. Those are like not martial arts.
I want to punch them. I want to slap the fucking shit out of them.
What up, Mike?
That's why I mentioned it. I was like, I'd like to see my friends.
Yeah. It's that's what I mean. Like, if I were to go to a gym, and I were to say I'm a black belt, immediately, I'm gonna roll with people, and they're just gonna fucking hurt me.
They'll know.
They're gonna know right away. Like, oh, you're full of shit. Yeah, you're not no black belt. You're full of shit.
These sons of bitches have their own dojos though of people that
I
eat
know
their
what you mean.
shit.
It's like a cult. It's like
all
a cult.
day.
It's like a cult.
Yeah, that
The
is
guy,
what
the
they
guy
are.
like fucking does little flippy hand movements, and these motherfuckers just go with it.
See, I'm
That- what's-
curious on like so stage wise, right? So like, you're a blue belt, right? Blue belt?
Yeah.
Two? Okay. So I wonder, just on growth experience, right? So like, if you take where I go versus where you go, and I want to know, like, if
That's
somebody
That's why
your
competitions. That's why
level
yeah.
and
Where they match up for school.
yeah, like where would you on a 2-stripe blue belt be versus you at a 2-stripe blue belt at your school?
Yeah.
If like learning basic fundamentals is beneficial or if it doesn't really matter.
That's where competitions come into play. That's because this is what I was saying is like, once you start rolling, what I was saying is you're gonna have people, you're gonna learn everyone at your gym and how they roll. You're gonna be like, this guy is got a really good guard, so I don't want to get in his guard. Or this guy, if he gets on top, his top pressure is ridiculous. Or he likes to go for arm bars. He likes going for kimuras. He likes, like, you learn what everybody likes to do, and so when you roll with each other, you kind of like know what to look out for. Like, I know like certain people are gonna go for like spider guard or like whatever they're gonna do. You know what they're gonna do. At a competition, you have no clue. You don't know how they roll. I don't know anything about them. So that's when you really get to see like this school versus this school, blue belt. But it's not the same as like a blue belt 2-stripe versus blue belt 2-stripe. It's literally blue belt. So you could be a brand new blue belt. Like what happened to my friend, he got promoted to blue belt a week before his competition. In Vegas at Worlds.
Oh wow.
That sucks.
So he had
That's
to go.
a terrible experience.
He had to change his fucking level to a blue belt. But now you're going in at a beginner blue belt who could be going up against someone that's just about to become a purple belt.
Right.
And that gap is fucking
Huge.
Insane. Yeah. So he got smashed. Needless to
Yeah,
say.
I'm sure he was
Needless
one
to
and
say.
done.
Yeah.
Like,
He got smashed. But that's where the competition it really comes in, because you get to like see that, or open mat. Like that's what I was saying. Open mats. You go to an open mat. It's like basically a school might just hold it like an open mat. You show up and you just roll. That's it. There's no class. You just show up and roll. You gotta watch films. There's not a lot of films in jiu-jitsu. You can't go watch like, especially like jiu-jitsu, like it's like old school shit. So when I went to I competed in Vegas this last week, there was 30 some people in my bracket. And that was not even a large bracket. There's some brackets that have like 70 fucking people.
how'd you do?
I fucking lost.
First round?
Yeah.
But you did it.
I lost. I felt because I just don't compete enough, and so when I got some position, I just kind of froze, and I didn't like keep moving. So I didn't lose by a lot. I just fucked up. It's not like he smashed me. And afterwards, the dude got up and he goes, he's like, that took everything I had. I'm like, all right. I was like, all right, I'll take that.
All right, motherfucker. I'll see you next time.
So that's my plan is next year, I want to try to compete as much as possible, because that's a huge, like there's a lot in competing that you have to deal with, like nerves, anxiety, anxiousness. You're trying to make sure you're on weight. And I went to the 222 bracket and under. So it was 209 to 210 or to 222. And then I weighed in at 216. So I was a little smaller, but I mean it's in Vegas too. It was like 20,000 fucking people there. It was insane.
Are you starting to learn the moves that work best for you?
Yeah.
Low center of gravity shit for your short ass and stuff like that?
Yep, there's a lot of moves.
Yeah.
Like so
I'm being serious.
Yeah, no, he is.
Jiu-jitsu is basically based for people like Ghost.
No.
Small.
I'm sure there's
slow.
different turns like for instance,
tall with
having
long
a short
legs.
backbone. Having a short backbone would make like certain floor grapple spin moves.
Yeah, easier.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? No,
100%.
That's 100% accurate. So like, my kid has long legs, so he can body triangle people, triangles all day, like different moves that require a lot of long legs. For me, I don't have long legs, so
You're kind of like an anchor, right? You're just an anchor. You
For
get
me,
like all surface area and then just turn yourself.
So a lot of what I do, my game right now is a lot of pressure passing and pressure and like
side control and just melting.
I want to melt you into the ground. Pressure where you can't breathe. That's where I'm at. That's my life. That's where I like to live.
The last class was when I had to wrestle with said fucking super serious guy who's trying to like elbow me in the fucking face. And I was like, dude, Jesus Christ. But because he was so serious, the benefit of that is like all the moves are like down to a T. And he's freaking laying on me, and we're basically same height. He was probably 30 pounds heavier than me. But like, dude, when he melted, I was like, all right, can you get the fuck off me?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. So the funny thing is too is like, we had the black belt I was telling you, this nurse. He's fucking ridiculous, dude. He was showing me some shit because he likes he'll just fucking crush you. Like, so he was showing me how he does it, and he was like, this is how you do it, blah blah blah. And then he goes, and then when they tap to pressure, you laugh at them. So like a big thing in jiu-jitsu is you don't tap to pressure. And maybe in class it's okay, but like in a competition, you don't tap the pressure.
oh no, in class you're like,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
basically like, okay, I feel you,
I mean,
cool, and then you
If they're
just
putting
switch.
pressure on my bone.
I mean,
it's
I
gonna
don't-
break, I'm gonna tap.
No,
when
not like an
pressure-
arm bar.
No,
He's saying
pressure
like,
is like
on top of.
where
belting
you're
into you.
they're literally like
I give
suffocating
up.
you, suffocating
I give
you,
up.
like.
Okay,
Where-
I give up. Then.
So
Yeah,
like if I was rolling with you, I would try to make you breathe, and every time you breathe, I want more pressure on you.
okay,
that-
I give
so
up
that-
then too.
So
I'll
that
give
your
up.
next, so that you can't get that, you can't fill that space that you
You're
just
being,
let out.
you're just being a constrictor snake. That's all.
Oh, I understand. Yeah,
Yeah.
I give up then
Yeah.
too. I give up
So
also.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, so they're like the
Tap,
big thing is like
tap, tap,
not tapping to that kind of stuff, you know.
I'd also tap if you touched my cock, if you tried to stab me, if you tried to break my leg, if you said shit that said you were
Hurt my
gonna kill my
feelings.
mom, if you hurt my feelings a little bit, yeah. If you got a muddy footprint on my carpet, I'd be like tap.
I had your mom in the same position last night.
Just to let you know though, I'd also shoot you. I'd also shoot you with a bullet. But I'd tap before that.
I wonder if I put
Oh yeah, there's a lot to be said about gun fu.
gun food. Yeah.
I mean, you know, that's another funny.
You know,
point
the
to
highlight-
entire thing.
The highlight of my day today that was so funny is I forgot that Tennessee had turned itself into a was it Second Amendment state?
Constitutional carry.
I wore a gun in Walmart. I was like, I gotta fucking be that guy right now. I'm fucking wearing my gun. I'm gonna put my gun on. I'm gonna walk in there. I'm gonna box my eggs.
So okay,
I like to
so
do that
in a-
every now and then.
in a constitutional state, are you allowed to conceal and open carry? No fucks given?
I don't-
Or
Depends
is it-
on what. It's state by state. It's up to the.
Yeah, I think most of them don't let you open carry, but they let you conceal carry.
No, I understand. I'm just meaning specifically for like constitutional states.
If it's a Second Amendment state, you should be able to do both. They demand it. But people just don't. You know, you don't. It makes people nervous. It changes the vibe when you're open carry, for sure. Like if you
Open
fucking
carry
walk
to
in
me
the
is the dumbest thing on the planet.
Open
Yeah,
target.
it's
yeah,
pretty.
like
Yeah, it's
if,
pretty,
if
it's
you're
not-
freaking carrying and it's not concealed, you're gonna be the first guy shot. Like it's just the dumbest thing to me. that
yeah,
it's
if
even-
it's concealed,
it's
there's no
even an
difference,
option.
right?
right.
If
Nobody
if
knows.
it's concealed, there's no fucking vibe change at all. But if you fucking walk in, it's slinging around like Wyatt Earp and shit. It's like, come on, dude, what are you doing?
Well, my favorite thing is like when, because I know people can shoot revolvers, but I can't. Like I find them to be absolute just a horseshit gun in general. It's all like Billy said, Wyatt Earp. Like you just wearing a fucking stirrups and fucking cowboy hat
The
with a
fucking-
6-shooter on your
oh,
hip.
You get
You're
that
just-
big iron on your hip.
Yeah,
The shoulder mounts, the open carry shoulder mounts are the most douchey thing I've ever seen in my fucking life.
I don't
Like
know,
fucking
dude. I don't know.
soldiers don't even fucking do that shit. That's not like a fucking
You got the
tactical
shoulder
thing
carry.
to have to reach into your armpit for your fucking gun.
Yeah, but then the
And-
clown who does like the leg.
Oh my god.
The leg holster, not
The
at
drop-
the range. Yeah,
the drop
the
holster
leg
on his
holster.
thigh.
Yeah, and you're like, what are you doing, you fucking homo?
There was a guy in Walmart that had a freaking drop holster.
Yep.
The fucking those Velcro. Are you talking about those fucking things with the Velcro flap and you have to pull all the way up
No.
to your titty with the Velcro
No.
flap?
No,
That's the dumbest shit I ever seen either. The fucking gun is upside down in your waistband, and it's like this quick draw shit, and it's not at all.
Yeah.
It's like this flap that, like, as a trifold, like an old wallet from the '80s. That, and then you have to reach for your gun in this thing.
Hey, I have to draw 7 times. Please hold. No, dude. Like, I understand, like, cops who carry on their thigh or whatever. Like, totally cool. But, like, you don't have a freaking tactical belt and shit going on, and you're just trying to, like, open up space. What are you doing, you fucking gear queer?
I like inside the waistband at like 5 o'clock. That's my favorite. Because like when people are looking at you straight on, it's just my preference. Because when people are looking at you straight on, you can't see it, right? And the only way they can really see it if they're sideways. If you're sideways and you're wearing like tight clothing, which you don't. Fucking, I got gun pants where they're like an inch too big, so I could fucking put the inside the
Right.
waistband, so people don't see it. So it like kind of blends in.
Right. That's why I like hoodie season.
Yes, right now.
Yeah.
Dude, I pretty much wear a jacket almost every day. It could be 100 degrees outside. I'll be in shorts and sweatshirt.
I don't carry every day either anymore. I don't find it necessary because the crime rate and everything's going on around me. So I just don't find it necessary. But you know, if I'm paranoid one day, I'll wear the gun, especially if I'm going to a school.
Wait,
Just kidding.
oh shit, your crime rate's going down? Is that what you said?
Yeah, actually, everything's cool here, man.
Oh.
People are pretty nice until DeSantis sends us a bus full of ghosts.
I liked all of Tennessee, but I did not like Memphis. I did not feel safe in Memphis.
Why would you go to
Oh,
Memphis? That's like the butthole of America. Straight up the
We-
shittiest city I've
drove
ever
through
seen.
it. Yeah, we drove through it and we're like, oh, dude, let's just get gas real quick. It's like by this big ass
Nope.
Costco, dude. It
Mm-mm.
looks so fucking nice. We pull up to this gas station. I'm starting to pump, and like the next car that pulls up, dude. I'll just say those probably like 8 ghetto-oriented people that popped out of it, and you know they start like asking people, "Hey, you got any money? We don't got money for gas." And they're going to like everybody, and I'm like, I
I'm
just give the
wondering why
guy
you're
$5
at a gas
bucks.
station.
Well, yeah, I give the guy $5. I just want to get the fuck out of it because they were, you know, the face tattoos and everything. I'm like, you know, I'm not trying to test today, dude. I just want to get out of here. But Memphis, I did not feel that safe. But like everywhere else,
The truth is
feels
about
good.
Tennessee. The truth is about Tennessee, North Georgia, Arkansas, Mississippi, Alabama. All that shit is it's all mixed with church and state right here, really badly, and especially the Baptists. So the Baptist ministers are basically influenced by their youth. The Baptist ministers are, you know, they're white. They're predominant Christians, and so they take their white predominant Christian youth in the South here in the Bible Belt, which basically constitutes, you know, I don't like black people, I don't like people of color, and their symbols come along with it, man. Let me tell you what, dude, there's a lot of rebel flags and Nazi fucking shit all over big steamrolling trucks everywhere. And these motherfuckers' parents are the people that run the churches, and they hold seats in office in local chambers of commerce. So that means, you know, I don't have to fucking say anymore.
Sometimes they go even higher than that.
Yes,
Marjorie Taylor Greene, for example.
you can make a racist joke at a fucking judge here, and he would like, you know, he'd fucking.
See, hang on. Racist jokes are the best kind of jokes.
I fucking
Okay.
I love racist jokes too. Though.
And
Yeah.
because it's just like racist jokes don't mean they're against black people. They're against everybody. It's just like how you circumcise a
there's a
redneck.
fan.
You kick his sister in the teeth.
Oh,
Right.
fuck.
I agree.
You know, they're fucking great. It doesn't matter what it's about. They're fucking hilarious because they're about stereotypes in everybody's culture. I think they're amazing. They're my favorite.
I think racism is important in humor, but these people don't find it humorous. They find it important, and it comes
Humorous.
off really strong. Now, if I turn up dead tomorrow, call the Nazis.
Sorry, Billy. I'm gonna hard pass on that.
I'd be like, hey, Nazis, you killed Billy.
Seem to have misplaced their number.
Yeah,
Don't have it.
that's
You
gonna.
got the yellow pages? You have the
That's
yellow
gonna be a
pages?
hard pass. Ain't
Look in
gonna
the
matter.
ends. Look in the ends in the yellow pages.
Just find a guy.
Oh
named,
my
just
God.
find a guy named
Hold on.
Adolf. There's a big
Hold on.
chance, you know.
I don't think anybody's ever done this before, but I'm going to do it right now. Alexa, what's the phone number for the Nazis?
What did it say?
555.
920-623-5266. It's in Columbus, Ohio. The Nazis. Alexa, no. Stop. The Nazis are in Ohio, you guys.
Why, yes, Billy, we have added you to the list of Nazis. Congratulations.
Nazi. Did you search Nazis on the internet?
No.
Show me in court in a fucking little blue suit and shit.
You're now on a list.
Yeah. That's a hard no.
That's fine. I don't fucking want to fly anymore. I've fucking been everywhere. Fuck those places. Fuck everywhere. I've been there.
Fuck everywhere I've been there. I like it. That should be a shirt. Fuck everywhere I've been there.
Yeah, pretty. I agree.
It's not that special. No matter where you go. I mean, some things are like, whoa, never seen that before, but it wears off real quick, right? It's like, okay, I've seen it.
I want to go to Alaska, damn it. I want to see the Northern Lights.
I got fucking gum stuck in my hair in Alaska. Fuck Alaska.
I had a coworker he was
Just went to Alaska.
he was
Did you get gum stuck in your hair?
No, wasn't
did-
great to be honest.
Oh, I heard.
He was an IT, like
got
computer,
lucky.
like super into Bitcoin mining, farming, like, and he just up and moved. Like he was like, all right, I'm out, guys, and he moved to Alaska, and he lived there for like 2 years. He fucking grew hair out, beard, was trying, and then he came back.
I don't want to live there.
he
but
was like,
a
"Fuck
month
that."
there, a month there in the winter when they
Yeah.
have the long nights, and I just want to see the Northern Lights one fucking time before I die. Dude.
You
It's a
could
very
go
desolate
right
place.
now. It's not during winter
Yeah.
time. It's
It's
right
like
now.
It's hard to imagine a place that is rich in
September and
vegetation.
October.
Imagine a place that's rich in vegetation that is still desolate as a desert. That's
Bro.
Alaska.
It's fucking garbage. Okay,
Yeah.
fucking garbage.
It's
Alright,
the
I
worst
went-
place.
So it's super cool. Took a helicopter ride to a glacier. Did the whole thing. Dog sledding. That part awesome. Totally worth it. Then you do like if you go to Alaska, there's an ice cream place called Wild Scoops. It's the best ice
That
cream you
one
ever had.
ice cream place.
No, there's like
One.
two, but best ice cream you'll ever have in your life.
Isn't it the only place that there's still a Blockbuster?
No, that's
No,
Oregon.
that's Bend, Oregon.
Oh,
I've been
It's
by
called
it a
Square Busters. They
number of
can't
times.
afford it.
I should
Anyway,
stop
go
in
ahead,
there
Ray.
one of these days.
and
Do
then
like a video.
you do. So the problem is because they eat salmon and it's so easy for them. Salmon's bullshit. They don't even cook it right.
Yeah,
Pretty
they
dog
butt
shit.
chug it. They butt chug that shit.
There's a place called Humpy's in Anchorage that's got the best fish and chips I've ever had. They use halibut, which is obviously low fat, blah blah yada yada. It's great, but like it's fucking fish and chips. So you're going to Alaska to have like a scoop of ice cream, fish and chips, and go dog sledding on a glacier. Now that part's awesome, but the rest of it is like cool experience. I'm really glad I can say I did it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but have you been bear hunting?
One, no reason to go bear hunting because if I kill a bear, I gotta eat a bear. Bear's fucking disgusting.
yeah. I was gonna say I haven't heard good things about
Bear-
there.
Bear is one of the grossest meats I've ever
It's
eaten in my
very
life.
gamey, right?
Oh, it is.
Dude,
I mean,
it's
I've heard
gamey,
I heard
it's
it's not very
gritty,
good.
It's
yeah.
mealy.
tough. Oh, it's
Yeah.
fucking nasty.
Yeah, it's not good.
It's not
We
like
did,
if I went to Nebraska and killed a deer that's been corn feeding for the last 20 years of its goddamn life. That thing's gonna be delicious.
I ended up donating my deer to the locals, or my bear.
Oh yeah, fuck your bear. Yeah, fuck the bear, man. I've had it. I mean, I've had it given to me because it was excess in a freezer, and I probably shouldn't have eaten it. So it was probably bad because it was tiger food. No, sorry, it was serval food, cat food. It was cat food,
Right.
but it was at the bottom of the fucking deep freeze, and I was reassured that it was put there a long time ago, and it's been below 0 degrees since it was put there. I took it home and ate it, and it tasted like dick. It tasted like fucking. It tasted like roasted monkey shit smeared onto old rotten avocados and then rubbed with an AIDS Litton hooker crack or clip.
Roasted
I'm
monkey
gonna,
shit.
I'm
Okay.
gonna take your word on that one because I couldn't make the
And it
comparison.
smelled too. It stunk up the house because I was in a little apartment then. So we were cooking on the stove, right? I was fucking trying to fucking sear it and shit, and it fucking stunk up the house like I was doing taxidermy. That's what it smelled like I was performing taxidermy on something.
The bear is, I think, out of all different animals I've eaten, I think bear is probably in the top 3 worst.
Yeah,
The only one that I
It's
can
got a very
Turtle-
rendered quality to the meat. Not only gamey, but
is fucking
rendered.
disgusting. And
I think
uni, I don't fuck with uni. Uni's gross.
I kind of enjoy turtle, man.
Yeah, I was gonna say turtle. I thought
can't
it was
do
pretty
it, man.
good.
Turtle to me
Gator.
is absolutely fucking nasty.
I like
I could-
anything amphibian or reptile to eat. I think that's delicious if prepared right. I think it's great.
Dude,
Yeah,
frog
ga-
legs? Frog legs
Gator
are
is the only
bad.
thing that I thought was worse than bear.
Gator?
Yeah,
Gator's
I
like
don't
a
know.
fucking greasy piece of chicken. Shit's delicious.
maybe it just
I
the
don't-
way it was prepared.
Dude,
but
I'm not even joking you. You gotta go try Gator again somewhere else. Because
I
I've
make
never
some
heard anybody
great-
say that Gator was shit.
Yeah, I make some great gator, but I like that hot seared fucking fried, like a deep fried gator with some bread.
Gator bitches wear Jimmy.
Yeah, that shit's fucking awesome. But that chopped blackened gator that the fucking Cajuns do, that you fucking take that, you can fucking flush it down the toilet. I don't enjoy that shit at all. Slimy, nasty shit.
Honestly,
yeah,
I've never had a bad Gator.
that sounds like what I had.
Had no bad Gator.
So they said I've had bad gator at a fucking restaurant once, and it was a fucking Cajun style blackened gator, and they just put a bunch of pepper around it and everything, and they let the oils rest in it, and they fucking served it that way, and it was a piece of shit. But a fried gator, like in some breading, is some of the best shit I've ever had in my life.
Fried
So
Gator, good Gator.
Gator tail. Huh?
Fried Gator, Gator. Good Gator.
Yeah, fucking A. We have it a lot here. The restaurants go crazy on it because the UT Vols play the Florida Gators all the time, and every time the Vols play the Gators, man, that fucking this whole region plucks all the gator off of the coast. They buy it all up so we can eat it, so we can mock the University of fucking.
Did the Gators win again this year against Tennessee?
I don't know. Probably.
Oh. The only time that
That's
Tennessee
why we
has
do. That's why
won,
we buy it. That's why we buy it all up because we know we're gonna win.
I was at the game. That was when I went with 3-star to the Tennessee Florida game. That's the only time that Tennessee's won in the last years.
They make such a fucking huge deal about their fucking sports ball here, dude. And in Florida, it's the same thing. But I don't know that like exchange. I think it's a bigger version of what we do on YouTube with feuds, like fucking beef.
You know,
I will say that they party hard in Tennessee.
Yeah,
my
man.
youngest nephew's on a football team in elementary, but it's like actually like a school team, and they take it serious. And I was like, me and my mom were discussing, like, here you don't have like tackle, like young kids, school team tackle football. You don't have that in California, but over there in Tennessee, like
Yeah, you do. What are you
every
talking
school
about?
there,
We have,
Oh
tackle,
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
elementary.
yeah.
yes.
They,
They
have
didn't
them
when I
fuck-
was. They didn't when I was there.
Bro, they've
How
had.
old
It
are
was
you?
so
Like
awesome.
50?
They've had.
Yeah.
They've had tackle football for kids forever, man.
When I went
Yeah.
to North Mountain,
It's not at.
that
no,
was middle school. That
it's
was
not-
flag. You
you're
had
not-
to be flag.
you're not gonna find it in a school.
No, that's what I'm saying. My nephew is part of a school team. They have a school team. They have school cheerleaders. They have school games. They play against other
Oh.
schools.
No,
Like
they have
it's
like.
actually part of the school. I'm not talking like valley wide, like recreational. Kind
Oh
of
yeah,
thing.
you have like Pop
You're not
Warner.
talking about Pop
football.
Warner?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was talking about.
Got it.
He's talking about in the actual school. Yeah, no, there's Pop
Sorry.
Warner, but I feel like that's the better way to do it anyways than going into a school.
I was a first string halfback and second string wide receiver from the time I was in 7th grade here for fun. They made me get into it with that fucking Ishimura bullshit until 9th grade. And yeah, it was all full contact from the start to finish. It got worse and worse and worse as I got older. Yeah, but they always had full wellness centers, and we went on fucking tours and like we did exhibition games with other kids. And it was brutal, man. But a lot of fun. And you know, until that blatant day where the what's that fucking ancient folklore where you have to jizz on a piece of bread or some shit if you're in American football?
Oh, the fucking hazing. Sorry, tell the hazing part.
Yeah, it's not true.
I didn't have any hazing in our school.
It's not true. But I mean, it hurts. You know, I quit in 9th grade. That's because I discovered women, and then football was totally fucking that up. Football attracted women, but it didn't allow you the
Dude,
time.
something bit the fuck out of me
Jesus. When that happened.
today.
It's
I
probably
I scratched my
good
chest.
food.
I scratched my chest earlier, and it shit hurt. And I looked, and I had a bite there, and then I had a bite on my fucking arm. Fuck.
Mosquito or like an insect or
I
something?
think it was a spider or something, I don't. I didn't feel it until afterwards. I was like, ow. So
I get bit up here all the time. It's not
Yeah,
like
There's like a certain mosquito that like will bite me and I'll welt up, like I'm allergic to it. But then there's like other mosquitoes I don't have
Yeah.
that. I don't know.
we get those stupid flies. I fucking hate the horse flies, whatever. They try to bite your ankles and shit.
Well, goddamn, boys, there's a difference. There's mosquitoes and there's mosquito drones.
Mosquito
One's made by the government.
Mosquito drones. I like that.
And it will light you up.
No, there are no more mosquitoes. They all been replaced by them mosquito drones.
Yeah.
That's how they get your blood.
Fuck, nay, dude, they're fucking inseminating us with all kinds of vaccines right now.
I just think it's funny that everybody talking about, oh, I'll never carry around a microchip that I'll never let them chip me, and
Yeah.
oh, you ain't getting my fingerprint. And then it was like iPhone.
They're typing it
Yeah,
on their
dude.
iPhone.
Yeah.
Oh man, my stepdad is the worst with that shit. Dude. He's all fucking seriously about the fucking Alexa and all this other shit while he has his phone in his hand. I'm like, bitch.
Yeah, unless your phone is a flip phone from freaking 2006. I want to
Yeah.
hear your shit about the government and listening to
It's so fucking cringy, dude. He's like, why would you want a refrigerator that has a fucking phone in it? Like, what? Listen to what you're saying. Slow down. Think about it. He's like, I don't get it. I'm out. I'm leaving. I'm pissed off. Trump! Trump! Trump!
Dude, I know I'm an idiot, but I'm the same way. Like I'll have my cell phone, but I don't want a Nest. I don't want the Siri. I don't want the fucking smart refrigerators. I know I'm dumb. I know I have a phone. I know, but it's still
Yeah.
like the extra shit. I just feel like they're more
Yeah, but
designed.
see, I can leave
You
my
want?
phone.
I see. I mean, there's a point to that where you want less to worry about. So you can just, if you just have a phone, you can throw it under a blanket. Blah blah blah. You don't want all these fucking points of listening in your house. But man, I fucking think that if they wanted to listen to you, it doesn't matter how many.
Do they have?
They're
I,
gonna hear you.
I,
They're gonna hear you anyway.
I meant.
you know.
I forgot to ask. Do they have Nogi at your gym?
Nokia?
No. Do they have Nogi, or is it only Gi?
Both.
Yeah, no. I've never seen him roll no gi. That would be interesting.
Yeah, no. I think twice a week there's a no-gi roll.
Yeah, it's the same. My school only does it twice a week. It's
Ghost
not big on
just wants
no-gi.
to make another man lick his nipple. That's what he's talking
Oh,
about.
dude, a lot of them. There were actually, I feel like the busiest classes that I've seen are the no-gi.
No-gi is kind of becoming more popular, and if you want to make money in jiu-jitsu as a sport, like a competitor, no-gi's where to make it. Like ADCC, which just happened, no-gi. Yeah, so
I don't see why.
Probably because MMA.
Uh,
MMA,
well,
they don't
the-
wear shirts.
well the rules are different, so there's a lot more stalling with the gi. There's more stalling. It's easier to stall, with a gi,
Gotcha.
but
Because you can just hold on to the collar and not let it go
yeah.
until you break that guy's
And
elbow.
it's also not as fast. Like if you watch no-gi, it's fucking quick. They're like boom, 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 boom. It's literally like wrestling, right? Wrestling.
Right.
Yeah. Nathan started wrestling too, so now he's.
I mean,
he
go
fucking
figure.
he goes jujitsu Monday, and typically now he's gonna go wrestle Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then jujitsu Friday. I was just like, dude, he's gonna be a fucking.
Could you imagine in like 2 years some kid tries to fucking bully him?
Oh, they're
He's like,
now.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
it's-
imagine 2 years from now, like he's gonna be choking you out.
Oh, yeah.
You're gonna be like,
He-
Ghost. You're gonna be like, go do your homework. He's gonna be like, I'll choke your ass out. Shut up, Dad.
He's gonna have to get a bit bigger in order. That's my thing. I'm just too big for him. Like he's good, it's just too big. It's, he's gonna have
If
to
you
get bigger.
didn't use weight, right?
Oh, he'll
like,
fuck me up.
Okay.
He's fucking good. He's fucking good. Yeah, 100%. He's fucking good. He's super flexible, so he does a lot of tense planet, like
Okay.
Gogo Platas and all the weird shit Eddie Bravo does. He can fucking do all that. He
Actually-
fucks up his mom though.
I thought
She
about
tells
your
him, she's
kid,
like, "Don't hold back, don't hold back." I'm like,
I thought
you
about your
fucked
kid
up.
the other day, Ghost. I was watching Twitch. I was watching the UFC Jens
Uh-huh.
Pulver, and he hosted a guy, and his name was Oma Potato. Like
Oma
potato?
Yeah, but
Oma Potato.
Oma
Plata.
Oma Plata and potato.
together.
Yeah, Oma Potato. Yeah, that's funny.
And I thought that would be a good name for,
For
your
Noah,
kid, because
yeah.
his Xbox was a potato.
Yeah, potato. Yeah.
Would he want to fight?
I don't know. Who knows?
I mean, you could ask him.
I'll support him with whatever he wants to do.
Has he showed any interest in like striking or anything like that?
For a little bit, I was boxing. I was kind of showing him some boxing, and then the professor that went to the UFC gym, he fights. He just won that belt, and he does private lessons. So I was gonna have him do like stand up lessons with him, and they were kind of interested in it, but they're not like huge. They didn't really like care, so they're more into the grappling. And Noah's a yellow belt, so.
Yeah, I feel like as long as you got the wrestling, the jiu-jitsu, like you can always become a striker. As long as you don't like get a shitty
Dude.
striking coach, because it's harder to unlearn bad things, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like Noah's gonna be a monster. Like I can't. When he wants to put it on people, he fucking puts it on people. So I'm like, man, by the time he's fucking like 16, 17, he's just like, there's just these kids that just grew up doing this stuff, and it's like a whole nother level. Like these guys are, it's crazy.
Can he bang against them?
Against Noah?
Like kids his bracket who have been
Oh, fuck
training
yeah.
longer? Okay.
Yeah. So, well, his last I fucked up. So last year, his last competition, I put him in a. I put him
adult class.
Well, not adult, but I put him in as a 13-year-old instead of he had just turned 12, I think, and so I put him up in a higher age bracket, and he beat them all. So that was at white belt, and he moved to yellow belt pretty fucking quick, and he pretty much handles all the yellow belts at our school, without much of a problem. So I mean, we'll see. Competing is completely different. It's just, again, you don't know this person. You don't know what they like, what they don't like. So I don't know, or what they're good at. Well, I don't know. He's like, yeah, I want to compete. He wanted to do one, and he ended up having, now he's doing 3 in the next 2 months. So, and one of them is a big one. So we have an in-house tournament at our gym in November, and then we have the one in Temecula, which is tomorrow, and then the big one, which is in San Diego, Del Mar, which is next Saturday. So
Gotcha.
we'll see how he does. It's just weird, man. Competing is, I don't know, it's kind of nerve-wracking. For kids, it's easier because they'll stop. Like, if it gets into a super dangerous position, they'll stop it. And there's like certain things they're not, like, kids aren't able, which some of the rules I don't fucking get. Like, kids aren't allowed to do Ezekiel's or omoplatas. Obviously, they can't do wrist locks, and a few other things. But so and then, like, let's say you get an arm bar. If they put you in an arm bar as a kid, they pretty much stop it, like almost instantly. An adult, they don't stop shit. They're not stopping until you tap. The ref's not gonna stop it until it snaps or they tap. So, like, you gotta know your limits, you know.
Right.
And then, yeah. And then you get, like, wrist locks are cool. Like, I never knew what a wrist lock was, and then all of a sudden I got wrist lock. I'm like, what the fuck was that? That's some bullshit. And you can do it from literally everywhere. But you can't do it until blue belt. But as soon as you hit blue belt, that's like, everyone's like, yeah, good times though.
What do you have to say to those guys that say there are no belts? We just we do good. We do good moves.
MMA gyms are kind of like that. They don't really have belts, and no-gi, a lot of no-gi gyms, they don't do belts too much. So if you compete like in Naga, they'll have like a brown belt versus a white belt.
I've heard that
Yeah.
shit before. They're like,
Yeah.
belts are for fags. It's not cool, man.
I still don't know how to tie the fucking thing.
Trump.
There's tons of ways to tie the belts. Man. The thing is, like, there's ways to do like these locks so that the belt doesn't come undone, but then your gi comes out anyways. So then I'm like, fuck it, I gotta untie it. So, I mean, and you could choke with the belt too, as long as your belt is on. Like, if your belt is on and tied, and you're in a position, you could take your fucking belt and choke a motherfucker with it.
That sounds like a lot of trouble. What I may have asked you this before, but how cool do you have to get like a sleeveless gi where you can show your muscles?
What's his name? Ken? That was that one dude, Ken something.
Yeah. Well, it's from Karate Kid, right?
Yeah. But no, they don't do
Can
that.
you? Would you do that?
I
I
would
mean,
not.
can you?
You can't. No.
Would you ask your
No.
instructor? Hear me out. Will you please ask your instructor if you could do that? And then he
What
says
level
yes,
do you have
do
to get to?
You have to do it.
that would be so cool. You'd be the only one, man, with the fucking. That'd be hilarious. Think about this. And it's less
So-
to grab onto.
If
they said yes, it's an advantage. And awesome.
what I like about the way your gym's doing it, Red Bomb, is the chances of getting hurt is way less.
Well,
My-
that's the other
My
thing.
first,
like,
I fractured my back. My end of my first or second month, I got thrown, and I fractured my back. And so then I got it was called a spinal wedge on T11. So it was a small fracture on my vertebrae. And I was like, one day, like, I went to class, I got
Remember
thrown,
that.
and I was like, good to go. I was like, yeah, I'm all right. And then, like, the next day, I couldn't get up off the couch, and I was like, what the
Whoops.
fuck? Yeah, I was like, that's not normal. And then I was like, I'll wait, I'll just not go to class. And then like I'm like, it's a weekend, I'll be fine. And this is when I was working at Amazon too.
Oh,
So Monday,
I do remember this. Yep.
Monday comes around, and I'm like, fuck, I still can't walk. This is not good. So I had to go. I went to the doctor and ended up getting the scan, and they're like, yeah, I broke my fucking back.
I remember not being. It's final. I remember not being worried about you until you told me. He's like, yeah, man, the doctor told me this. I was like, oh.
Well, I didn't really like say what happened like a lot, just because, you know, the doctor already was like, you should quit. You shouldn't be doing that. That stuff's not good for you. And I've heard,
yeah.
like, I got arm barred. Like, I
He's
still
probably
can't.
right.
I still can't like straighten my arm out all the way because
Yeah,
I got
that's
arm
to me.
barred. And I went in and they're like, you should not do that. You should whatever. And it's like,
Shut up, bitch.
yeah, it's like it's gonna happen. Like, I got.
You want to see what it feels like?
I got a little cauliflower ear already, just a little bit.
That shit sucks, dude.
It hurts. It hurts.
Yes. Have you drained it yet?
Oh yeah, it was a while ago.
Yeah, I fucking.
Not much came out. I waited too long because
I thought seriously about the dangerous shit I'm fucking willing to do now that the kids are, you know, like where I am in life.
Yeah,
and,
less and less.
dad and all this
Yeah.
shit. Yeah, it gets less and less and less. But like now, I realize that the most dangerous shit that I'm willing to do is actually fucking more dangerous than most fucking dads are willing to do, and it's merely going hiking. And the only reason it's so fucking dangerous is because we got a spike that it's like three
Wild
times the
animals.
amount of black bears.
Fuck that.
Yeah. And now we got fucking mountain lions. And
I
I'm
didn't even
gonna
like
take my
hiking
daughter out
here
and that
because
shit.
I didn't even like hiking here because
So
of
fucking risky,
mountain
dude.
lions and shit. I'm like, fuck that.
I would just go pet it.
I don't know. I just
Yeah, I've been putting that up on fucking TikTok recently. It's so hilarious that the entire world is like, mountain lions were extinct in Tennessee, and now there's sightings of them. Blah 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 blah. But last year they fucking openly told us, the locals, like, we're releasing 18 of those motherfuckers out in the wild. USDA says we should do that, so we got 18 of them. Bought them from the auction. Gonna release them on Monday.
One thing people don't understand about cats, dude, never fucking turn your back to them. I always say, like, you
Yeah,
ever
well,
see
it's
you ever
'cause
see
they're
when someone
predators.
stops looking at a fucking cat
They
and
start
all of a sudden, like,
walking.
it gets in that growl and the hunt? Like, they know, dude, to fucking give strong eye contact.
well,
Be
the
big
predators.
and
They know how to.
Yeah, you
fucking
can
hunt.
back up if you need to, but like, you ever see those videos of people running for them? They just fucking get pounced on.
Was that one
for
video
sure.
with was that video in like
It's not-
Indonesia?
it's not-
The dude's on the motorcycle or the Vespa, and the fucking tiger comes out of the fucking forest. You've seen that one? They're
I haven't
riding.
seen that one.
They're riding down this like just road.
It
in the
almost
forest.
clips the
Yeah,
back
and
tire.
a fucking
Almost.
like a Bengal tiger comes out of the fucking mountain, out of the fucking trees, like, and literally almost fucking takes him out. And it's just like he's looking back and it's just chasing him. I was like, fuck. I was
You
like-
could tell the bike. You could tell the bike and the cat were both equally surprised, because the cat kind of like just looks up at it and then swipes
Yeah,
at it.
barely missed it.
Barely misses
What's
back
the
tire.
what's the little one? The bobcat that stays smaller?
yeah,
The
There's,
Bobcats
a,
are
Yeah.
there's a
smaller.
bunch of them. In
I
what
would
country?
love.
a lynx.
A lynx.
I would
In
love
what-
a
yeah.
freaking tiny bobcat and just raise it as a kid. Like
Yeah.
from
In
a
what
kitten,
country?
bottle feed the
But-
fucking thing.
But they're still wild though, so it's not like
I know,
it's not
they're
like
fucking
a.
nuts, dude. They're awesome,
Yeah.
bro. I deal
So
with
you can
about-
get these A1 Savannah cats. They fucking get pretty massive.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Savannah
no,
cats
see-
are
Savannahs are dope.
Yeah.
Totally with you, but they're really expensive.
stupid.
Yeah.
Wait, how much you think a bobcat's gonna be?
Dude, a Savannah's
Well-
25 grand. I've already looked into it.
When you
I knew a guy
Yeah.
that found a litter of bobcats, so
Fuck that, damn it.
he,
I'm not
he just
surprised.
brought them home.
Adam was right though. They're all. If you get into like all fucking technical shit about it, they're all lynx species.
Yeah, yeah,
Uh,
of course.
Yeah.
Except for a serval's not really a lynx per se, but it's kind of they're just small fucking wildcats, dude. Crazy little motherfuckers too.
I couldn't afford to feed a fucking big cat.
No, not a
They're,
big
they're
cat.
getting into
Nobody-
my fucking money.
He's
They're
like-
getting into my food money.
He's
Bro,
like, I
Mike
can barely afford to
Tyson
feed
had
myself.
$300 million and fed it to 2 tigers and went bankrupt.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
Ain't nobody feed a fucking tiger properly.
Right.
It I would feed 20 pounds of chicken a day I didn't pay for it, but per tiger. And we had
That's crazy.
when I was working with them, there was 8 tigers in the trailer, and 4 different cells, 2 tigers per cell, and so you would do fucking 40 pounds in each cell. Boom, 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 real quick from the front, the back, and they fucking ate it quick, man. It was not. It's
Dude,
kind of
20,
more.
20 pounds
like
ain't
it-
shit.
Yeah, it felt like they needed
It's a
more.
snack.
To tell you the truth. 20 pounds is, when you think about it, 20 pounds, it's just a few full chicken legs or chicken breasts, like 4 or 5 packs.
Well, a full chicken's what, 4 pounds? So you use 5
Yeah.
of them, just boom.
And then, yep, and then what's that constitute? Like a leg on a gazelle?
Right. And they eat a whole body for a week, and it's 150 pounds worth of food. So you're just breaking it up per day. Yeah, no, bobcat though, I'm about it. Like if I could, it's gonna happen.
Oh, yeah, the guy with the bobcats, he fed him.
You're
just
allowed
cat
to.
food.
Can't-
You're allowed
I'm not-
to. I mean,
I'm not allowed to.
usually, this is what you
California.
Really?
Yeah.
California,
Yeah, you
everything's illegal.
You can't even have a ferret in California.
Yeah, ferrets are illegal too.
That's
Well, maybe
because
you
of
can-
natural
maybe you can get,
predator
like,
and being able to spread and blah blah blah.
Maybe you can get like a rescue license just so you can get one. I mean, like there's got to be a loophole.
There's probably a loophole. You're right.
There's probably a loophole. It's
Yeah.
also called just. I thought it was a regular ass cat.
Yeah, they just found.
I
it
didn't
out.
know.
Sure.
It just got big.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that. That's probably the best idea. It's easy.
I love-
It's better to ask.
I love the people that get scammed that are like, she told me it was a miniature pig, and it's fucking they got this giant. They got
A
this giant.
goddamn lion.
They got this giant fucking 300-pound pig, and they're laying in their bed.
Oh, so I don't see that well.
I was like, fuck. I've seen so many videos like that where they were like, God, they got fucking. I was like, all right, there's no such thing. Don't get scammed on that one. All right, got it.
But it looks like a dog.
Is
to
there no
me.
such thing as a miniature pig?
Oh no, there is.
Yeah.
I thought there was.
I wouldn't trust anybody that tells me it's a miniature pig, though. I'm like, fuck you. I ain't got the room for that shit.
The problem, there is a thing such a thing as a miniature pig. The problem is that most of them are bullshit. You get it as a miniature pig, and it's like the reason
That's
it's a
what I
miniature
mean.
pig
It's
is
'cause
because
it's
it's
a
a fucking
piglet.
baby. Yeah, the piglet, and it fucking grows up into a goddamn monster.
And you know goddamn well that like you're already too far invested at that point. You're like, fuck, this is my pig. I fucking got a 300-pound pig now.
Durocs are the biggest thing. Like if somebody sells you something that's pink, all right, seriously, if they're like, this is a pig and it's little, if they say it's a pot belly, whatever it is, if that motherfucker is pink, fucking don't buy that shit, dude. It's gonna become giant as fuck. They're like pork. Those are pork pigs, right? These fuckers.
All right. So the difference between a lynx and a bobcat is the lynx has a super stub tail, where a bobcat has like half of a tail.
Well,
The
the
arch
bobcat's
in
still
the
a lynx
back.
species.
Yeah, yes, it's a lynx rufus versus a lynx
Yeah.
canadensis. So it's got longer ear tufts. So like the hair on a lynx out of the ear is longer, has minimal spotting and an arched back, where a bobcat is very spotted and a straight back. And then the bobcat has smaller paws than a lynx, also longer back feet, whereas a bobcat its front and back legs are nearly the same. Back are still longer, but not as long.
In my experience, also, like the cat that you would, what you're talking about, that would be called a lynx, which is the longer-tailed bobcat, kind of fluffier.
Shorter tail.
Yeah, but a lynx has a shorter tail than a bobcat.
Yes.
I've seen some lynx with longer tails. Anyway,
Oh,
when you call it a lynx, they seem to be a little bit fucking meaner than a bobcat is.
yes, they're
kinda-
bigger.
A bobcat is kind of more timid, and they'll fucking go away, whereas a lynx will kind of like pounce a couple feet. But they're still a lynx. They're still both the same cat, which is pretty weird.
There you go. This is the article picture that I'm looking at comparison. But I would.
And I'm not a fucking big authority on fucking those small wildcats at all, though.
I mean, you guys know me. Like, go crocodile monitor and they'll kill me. I'm game. Like,
I
I'm not
mean, you
saying I'm
okay? All right,
smart.
I'm looking at it now. Can you see what I'm talking about? That's the same fucking cat. It's just fucking...
Oh, I hear you. It's like minor differences. So a lynx, because of the archback, I'm assuming is a little bit more wild blood than a bobcat, because a bobcat would be like in between a lynx and almost a common cat, where like a savanna would come into play, and then a savanna to like a domesticated cat.
All right, like scroll down in those pictures, and you see like once the pictures like go by like 1, 2, the second frame, the second picture. You see how
What up,
all
Mr.
of a
Nice?
sudden
How you doing?
all of a sudden the tail's not stubby anymore. It's actually like fucking 8 inches long.
Yeah, that's a bobcat.
Right. But it's still a lynx. So some lynx
Yes.
have longer tails, something like that. They'll have like a kind of a substantial motherfucker.
Well,
A nice huge cock on the end of them.
So technically, a lynx is just the scientific term for cat of that category, and then the subcategory for bobcat is rufous, where straight up a lynx is a lynx canadarensis.
Yeah, it's
Caradinus of
the
vaginas.
genus and the species. So the genus is a lynx, and then the species is the difference.
Yeah, just like yes, absolutely.
Right, like
all
Varanus
big
is
cat-
monitor, and then
Like
you
most
have like
big cats are
Salvatore,
considered,
Salvatore, Varanus, Varani, and blah blah yada yada.
like all big cats are Panthera, so you got Panthera tigris, Panthera
Yes.
lioness, all that shit. Yeah.
Same shit.
It's Latin, you guys.
Yes.
Just in case you're not smart.
I've always tried to understand why our scientists in current day still use Latin genus. Like, what possessed you to be like, oh yes, you're gonna be a Lynxus rufus?
I don't know.
What's-
That's a good
what's-
question.
What's funny is when you see some of these species names where you know it's a modern name, but they tried to make it Latinish.
Yes.
yeah.
You fucking idiot.
Like
Well, I mean,
there's
okay. Oh,
there's a
this might
particular
have something to do
jumping
with it.
spider that is a Phidippus carolinius. So it's Carolina, but they added the like Indius at the end. At the end, yeah.
This might have something to do with it. I mean, everybody when I was a child said that, oh, if you're going to learn a language, you got to learn Latin. It's the universal language. But now, like shortly after that, they decided it was a dead language.
It's a dead language.
So at one point, some motherfucker was just like, no, everybody needs to speak Latin across the world. That's the plan. I think that's
Well, it goes back to the church
okay.
because of the Catholic Church.
Bro. I didn't have no fucking priest rape my asshole, okay?
This is getting this is getting deep.
Dude, how cool is that cat? Like, honestly.
Oh yeah, that's fucking rad, man. I like fucking big cats, man. I'm all
Man,
about
They're
them.
like big enough to like really fuck you up, like really bad.
I bet
Like
you-
really
yeah.
bad.
I bet
Well,
you
I
can guess
mean, no,
what language
I
I,
mean-
want to learn.
It would lacerate your shit, but I mean, if you here's the secret to working with big cats is working with one while from the time it's very young.
Working
Well,
with
the time
Juan?
to
That's
get older.
racist.
Well, working with Juan, yes, especially the Mexican tiger. And you stay with him, speak a Spanish to him and all that, tell him where the cocaine goes and where Mr. Walsh's sexual devices are hidden. And then by the time he's big, it's the same fucking cat he's used to and everything. And that's the trick. That's the only trick. I'm serious.
Of
And
course.
that's the only trick to fucking working with big cats. But the reason it works is because they grow so quickly, so extraordinarily fast. So by the time one's 1,000 pounds or 500 pounds, excuse me, and he's like yesterday to him, he still looks at you like the guy with the milk bottle, weaning him, and he won't hurt you, and it's impressive. But then it just takes that one fucking time, and shit goes fucking south real quick, motherfuckers.
Oh yeah. Dude.
Motherfuckers.
Motherfuckers.
That's with everything though. Anything with teeth or claws. That's the
Dude,
same thing.
the
And let
croc.
this
Last
What?
time I was fucking around with a croc, it almost bit my fucking.
Yeah, fucking you just gotta know what you're doing. It's gonna fucking try to kill you, and then that's how you have to fucking think about it when you're going into
As long as you
working
know
with
it's gonna
it.
kill you.
Yeah. That way you think it's gonna kill you, so you get the fuck out of the way. Those are idiots that don't. That's
And then you get fucking impelled through the heart by a goddamn stingray.
Yeah, out of the blue. It jumps out of the water and fucking fucks you up.
Most of those fucking animal accidents you see online are motherfuckers. They're trying to get a photo op, and they don't know this animal, right? And they just fucking.
Oh, yeah,
everyone
dude.
getting fucked up by buffalo.
Dude, that's the weirdest thing in the world to me is so, like I would go to the reptile shows and I would have the croc monitor on my shoulder or whatever around the people. And so the people who knew what it was wouldn't come near me. Like,
Yeah, I'm sure that's fucking good for them.
like 5.5 feet at like the closest, 6 foot radius, like just staying away and asking questions and stuff. And then the people who just thought it was cool and that he was tame would come up and try and pet him on his fucking face. And I'm like, dude, this guy would,
Did it snap at him?
yeah.
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 Let's wave some nubs
three-
of meat at.
So
I was just
Had-
curious to see if
had I not been paying attention, there would have been for sure a 3-year-old without an arm, like 100%. And I'm like looking at the mom, and the mom's looking at me like it's my fault. And I'm going, you just let your child walk up and stick his hand in front of a 10-foot lizard and thought it was cool because I'm holding it. I work this thing daily. You have never met this lizard before a day in your life. And the kid walked up and tried to touch the nose, which obviously is 3 centimeters above the fucking jawline. Like, just, and fucking Pix just opened his mouth, teeth unshielded and everything. And I went, oh my God, whoops. And had to like yoink the croc.
Yoink.
And I'm just like, dude, what are you doing?
That's the opposite of yeet, right? Where you just pull
Yoink.
the fucking yank it
Yeah.
toward you.
Yep.
Opposite of
Yoink
yeet.
it.
Yeah, he got yoinked. That kid's arm would have been yeeted if he did not yoink.
I just don't understand like why some parents like need to be told like some shit that's just fucking so obvious for every other fucking person on the entire planet. Like some people they just don't have that like instinct.
Okay,
When it
but
comes to
my thing
attraction
is-
like that, they're like, "Oh, this person is doing it in front of us, so it must be safe."
my
And then they
biggest thing
trust
is,
in that person. They just dive into it, man.
how did
fucking
these
idiot.
fucking people figure out how to live this long? You're like, oh, it's dangerous. I can definitely touch
man.
it. No big deal. How
And
did
they got
you live this
better-
long?
They have better credit than us too.
You're
Like
wrong.
the same concept though. You ever see those videos like someone's like drifting in an intersection? There's like that one fucking guy who like gets in the middle of the intersection and like film and the car hits him. Like can you not predict what's coming 2 seconds from now? Like
No, they'd have to be paying attention
man.
and present in the situation.
Hey there, buddy.
They're
What are you up to?
truly in the simulation. They're the true. You're talking about NPCs. They're. I mean, that's what they act like anyway. It just seems kind of accurate, dude. But mentality, just kind of going along the fucking same way, running into my goddamn shopping cart at Walmart. Fucking, and then they don't talk to you and they don't say sorry and they kind of keep going and they're still alive. No one stabbed them yet.
I'm trying to figure out how these fat, ugly bitches, when you hold the door open for them, don't say thank you, because, bitch, you're fat and ugly. Like, look in the mirror and
I'll-
just know that shit didn't open for you.
Fucking A, along the same lines,
polite.
vegans can't open doors and they still won't start eating meat.
You have to repeat that. What?
They can't.
Vegans aren't strong enough to open a fucking door, and they still won't eat meat. You have to have meat to be strong enough to open the door. That's the joke, you faggots. You
I
fucking
got
idiots.
it. I thought it was funny.
God, fuck you. You did not.
I laughed. I laughed out loud, you fucking asshole.
It got like some air coming out of my nose, like a little laugh. I just thought I was gonna go somewhere else after, so I was waiting.
I'm not fucking butthurt.
You know, I found it funny when when everyone was buying all the food in the fucking supermarkets and there was like nothing. All the vegan sections were still left untouched.
Oh yeah.
Because they're so fucking cockroachy.
Yeah, it was just gross.
It's because all that food is gross.
I don't understand how. Okay, so like, there's one thing if you want to make your own personal bad decision, right? Like you want to be a vegan, you're a fucking idiot. But that's your own stupidity. But then you get like the vegan extremists who own cats and dogs and shit, and then they feed them plants, and I'm like, dude.
You ever, Joe Rogan has a whole bit on vegan cats.
Yeah.
It's pretty fucking hilarious.
Vegan cats, fucking scrawny motherfuckers, but
I
they
just
still
think
look
it's
at
sad. Dude,
Yeah.
like,
looking at the squirrels
It's
out the window.
it's inhumane.
It is.
dude, it totally is.
It is.
It's fucking
It's
garbage.
abuse. It is an animal abuse because there's classifications. These same people that are all about the science of diet, they're scientists, and they know that there's classifications of different animals out there. We got carnivores, we got omnivores, we got herbivores, and you have to feed everything properly to their genus. So if they're fucking omnivore and you're not feeding them any meat, it's going to be a problem. You know, if they're a fucking cat, which is a carnivore, and you're feeding them lettuce, that's poisoning.
Right.
That's poisoning that animal.
Oh, it's
Obviously,
fucked
it's
up.
fucking not. It's a derp. It's a derp moment, really, in my eyes.
I feel like most animals can eat some vegetation to a degree. Like even if you're like a straight carnivore, because like I know from feeling the only reason I bring this up is Crockwise, they actually really enjoy eating blueberries randomly, which is just like
Yes.
like a
Jump-
lizard.
Jumping spiders actually eat fruit nectar a lot.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, but it's to help. It's to help the fucking main diet pass a little bit, and then they go right back to fucking eating meat. You know.
Yeah, no. So like, you would feed a monitor like a blueberry
Like a
once
dog
every
eating grass.
60 days. Like it's
Like, you're-
not common,
You're right.
but it's cool when you're like, oh, dude, check it out. No one's gonna eat them today. Yeah, sweet.
Like when
Because
your
it's funny.
dog's eating grass like a llama. Everybody's seen that happen. Dog's
Yeah.
out there eating grass like a
Yeah.
llama. He's like, oh yeah, he's not feeling that great.
I was
Fucking
eating grapes.
fixing himself.
Grapes.
Grapes.
Mr. Knives is asking what I was eating. Grapes. Yum.
We are really fucking carnivore here in this household lately. So much so that my left foot, I think I don't know if
You
I'm
got
gonna
some
be getting
gout.
a little bit of gout going on. A little
You got
bit
the rich
gout.
man's disease, you motherfucker.
I stood up and my left foot said "fuck you" for a second. I'm like, what the fuck? And then it went
That
back.
means you need to drink more water, motherfucker.
Yeah, first thing I
did you
thought
get
of.
toe pain or?
It was in the fucking. I don't know. It felt like somebody hit me with a hammer. Like I fucking stole cocaine from a fucking cartel. They hit me with a hammer all of a sudden. But then it went away right away. I was like, oh, that's the gout. It's got to be some gout. So I immediately ate an artichoke.
Yeah, just start pounding water.
All right, gents.
I drank a lot of water.
I'm gonna head to bed.
Later, man.
Places
Later,
to
Adam.
go.
Dude,
Catch you later.
have fun.
You're right though.
Good night.
You're right though. Everybody, it doesn't matter how much water you drink. You can drink more.
Yeah.
No, that's not true.
Well, if you have gout, like
Oh wait, you're right. You're right. You could poison yourself and have your brain explode. Never mind.
Dude, did you ever hear about that? When
Yeah.
The
MIT?
radio show? Oh,
no, MIT banned beer pong on campus because they said that the kids were drinking too much.
Because they were
And
all
then-
fucking perfectionists and happy
Right,
to
right.
each other. Yeah.
So they're freaking drinking too much, right? So then they banned beer pong, so they started playing water pong, and they were drinking so much water because you can just continuously drink water
They
You know,
die.
that they
Yes.
were actually losing IQ points because their brain function had too much liquid
That's
and the
crazy.
electrons were slowing down that they were becoming so stupid. By
Water on the
playing
brain
water
is
pong, they
absolutely
actually
real.
made it illegal to play water pong on campus. You have to play beer pong.
That's
There's
crazy.
a
Mhm.
there's a great comparison to that in cannabis farming. When you get your room indoor farming, when you get your room too high in humidity, the cells inside of the stem of the cannabis can't really breathe. So if you're introducing too much water and not enough air, it's not gonna fucking know what to do. It won't know where it is. It won't fucking know to produce buds, and it's just gonna be a failure. And the same thing happens in fucking anything on Earth, man. Too much water will fucking poison you. Remember that fucking old lady that was in the water drinking competition at the state fair?
Yeah, she
And
drowned
they're
herself
fucking-
for a PS4 or something.
Yeah, that's right. PS4 for a kid.
Milk, right?
No water.
No
Not
water.
milk. Oh,
No, she drank too much water too quickly. It filled up her lungs. She fucking drowned
that's insane.
for a PS4.
She won.
She did, and then she died like
I wonder if a kid ever
5
got a
minutes later.
PS4.
Yay! Probably not. Doesn't count. She died.
Sucks to be you.
It doesn't count, derp. Your mom died, kid. Here's a game cast.
Dude, I wish the Dreamcast lasted longer.
You know they just made some.
that shit was bang.
They just came out with like some new shit for the Dreamcast. I don't know if you saw that.
Definitely not.
Like straight up from like, not third party, like from them.
Yeah, but I won't go back to a console.
Dreamcast was dope.
Tony Hawk
that-
2.
Dude, I had the fucking internet browser and everything. I remember one day, we weren't allowed on the
Never got
fucking
to see your
internet.
gameplay.
So I fucking was on the internet in my room on the Dreamcast in secret.
He's like, I'm a
Man.
hacker.
That's one thing I was deprived of. I've never got to play the Dreamcast because the only rich friend I had at that time, when that dispute was going on, had a GameCube, dude. That's all I fucking got to play, and it wasn't that great. He
So
had
the
some
new the VM2 is a VMU with a bunch of upgrades. So it's bringing USB Type C, a micro SD storage card, a backlight, image streaming to PC, and a bunch of other stuff for the Dreamcast.
The VM2, you said? That's just
Yeah.
like the thing that plugs in the controller, though,
Yeah,
right?
they made a
Yeah.
new one. Yeah. From Sega, they made a new one.
So there's a new Dreamcast.
No. There's just a new accessory for it. But
It's that
like,
thing to plug in the
It's-
top of the controller.
yeah.
But
Remember, you
it's
used to be able to
the
take it with you and play
same
games and shit.
Dreamcast.
Yeah.
That's
We got the
fucking like
fucking fake Sega in the living room. I fucking love that thing. It's got every Sega game built into
Like a
the
mod.
console, but it's a
Yeah.
fake console. It's just made to look like it. You
Yeah.
know, you
Yeah.
can't put a fucking cartridge in it. It's just all it's all in there. But it works, and it's fucking fun as shit, man.
I would have liked those things if I bought like accurate
I used to
controllers.
my Wii, my old Wii, it was all modded, where it would rip games directly to it. So I had what was that, Game Pass or whatever it was. It was like Netflix. I don't remember. There was like a Game Pass where you could just get games, kind of like Netflix.
I think it was Netflix, wasn't it?
Well,
Early
I-
days
Redbox.
Netflix?
It was-
Redbox.
Was it
Redbox.
Netflix?
Redbox.
no,
It's
it
Redbox.
was
No, maybe
they delivered games. It
Yeah,
was the same as
it was-
Netflix,
it was
except
same as
it was
Netflix,
just
yeah.
for games.
So I used to
Redbox
like I
did
would
that
just
too.
just rent the game, drop it in my fucking Wii. It would rip the game to the Wii, then I would just return it, and I would just every game I would just get boom boom, you just throw it in there and it would just rip the game. So my Wii was like They had every
Nice.
fucking game that ever came out for the
Holy
Wii.
shit. Yeah, man, I had friends that were that smart, but I never could figure that shit out. They had money. They had money for circuit boards.
Yeah, yeah. For the
Back in the
mods.
day when I lived in apartments, like there was a guy who just would go to their fucking box on the side of the apartments and just give everybody like HBO, Cinemax, and shit like that. And it's like
Gamefly.
every time he was like,
Yeah.
if anything happens, it stops working, just let me know.
Hell yeah, dude. I remember that fucking phenomenon too. Yeah, it seems like 1977 to 1991. There was that cable guy, K-Blah Gooblah, fucking coming around saying, offering you shit. Hey man, you want Fraggle Rock on Saturdays? Fucking help you out.
Down Fraggle Rock. Down Fraggle Rock. Yeah.
Yep, Gamefly.
My fucking
Probably what it
uncle
was.
did that shit.
Is
He
Gamefly
fucking-
still a thing?
He stole
Probably
cable off.
not.
Gamefly still offering some PS2 and Xbox games.
They got so much
Gamefly.
stuff, I guess. I don't know.
It's still $16.
Like, did you ever play Call of Duty? You never got into Call of Duty, huh?
Me?
Yeah.
Fucking semi-pro fucking Call of Duty here, bro.
Are you gonna do? Did you buy the next one?
Semi-pro.
I am. I bought it already. I didn't buy. I haven't bought any since Cold War, and I only bought that because of fucking Kenny. You know, I was like, this is the worst game ever.
Yeah, I bought that game because of you. And it's
It's
absolute
fucking
shit.
trash. It's so fucking trash.
It's so bad.
I fucking played it for like, I don't know.
Minutes.
I was
It's
like, this is fucking garbage. Worst game ever. The only good one was the Sticks and Stones. Outside of that, it was like shit. And I was like, man. And then like they came out with the next 2, and I was like, nope.
Yeah, I have it. I haven't given a fuck.
Yeah, but this we did the beta for this one. It's pretty legit.
What is it?
Modern Warfare 2.
Yeah, Modern Warfare 2. Yeah, it's pretty legit. We did the beta. It was fun.
It was fun, and I'm like, I'm not gonna buy it. I'm gonna buy it. People are gonna play it for 2 days. I'm gonna quit. And goes like, no, I won't. You'll see.
It's gonna be on
I play-
Steam.
But we'll see.
It's
We'll
on,
see.
yeah, it's on Steam, or you can get it from BattleNet.
Okay, if it's on Steam. I'll buy
It was on Steam, or it is on Steam, I think. But
It's
and
Modern
now
Warfare 2,
now Discord is cross-platform. So well
What?
Discord
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Discord, you can install it on the Xbox now, and so while you're playing the game, you can
Oh.
use Discord. And so Kenny was actually able, when we played with Kenny was actually joining Discord with us, and we were able to fucking use Discord instead of fucking voice chat. So it was pretty fun. I'm gonna play the
You
shit out of it.
excited me for a minute.
I'm
I
gonna play
thought
the
you
shit
meant
out of it.
like you could get on Discord and then go live on fucking Twitter, Facebook, YouTube,
Oh no.
Twitch. All-
Oh, so it's a sequel game. It's not
It's
a
the next one.
remake.
It's the next version for Modern Warfare 2. That's why I bought it. I loved Modern Warfare was my favorite in the last however long. That shit
But
was
it's
legit.
not. But it's not a remake.
Yeah, it's not the old Modern Warfare 2.
No,
It's-
Why
it's
the
brand new.
fuck would they call it Modern
Yes.
Warfare 2?
I wondered the
I don't
same
know.
thing.
I
but
don't know.
Who knows?
I'm like, dude, I got so pumped. I was like, the intervention's making a comeback, dude. You guys are about to get fucked.
But
We're gonna play on High Rise. This is gonna be great.
oh, High Rise was legit. I fucking loved High Rise.
Yeah, you want to talk to me about playing Call of Duty? Let's get it.
So yeah, so we all bought it. I was gonna take the day off, but I'm gonna be coming home from Peoria that day, so I'll be on, but I'll be on late. But I think I'm gonna take that Monday off so I can spend the weekend playing.
Yeah, I ain't doing shit.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun.
Come
What
to
What
that
80s
conversation.
movie is based in Peoria?
I don't know.
There is one. I just can't. remember.
Peoria.
Yeah, man. I
Peoria
remember.
is why? Idaho?
Illinois.
Illinois. Okay. Yeah,
It's like
that's
2
close
hours.
enough.
It's 2 hours out of Chicago.
I remember it being mentioned, man, in some 80s movie. I'm wanting to say Dirty Dancing, but
Is
I'm
it-
probably.
I'm kind of curious because I'm gonna be there right before Halloween, so like see how it is. My boss says bring a jacket. I'm like, I don't have a fucking jacket. I don't fucking own a jacket. I got motorcycle jackets. I'm gonna show up in my Team Merc.
You
jacket.
really-
Yep, don't
You
wear
really
that.
should.
Don't wear that.
I'm gonna show up in my Team Merc jacket.
I learned the hard way. far as that goes.
No, I'm probably gonna go buy a jacket if I can find one. I don't even know if I can find one. I might have to buy one while I'm there.
I mean, wait, when you in Chicago?
Like 2 weeks.
Oh, I should buy 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
you know what's more popular than jackets where it's cold? Ponchos. You should buy one of those just old Mexican poncho
I
and
have
get a
one.
yeah, and you know it's warmer than a beanie is a sombrero.
Dude,
Should
I
get a
love
sombrero.
to fucking feel like that wool liner on the inside of like good winter shit, but I always get too hot. Like it's great for 10 minutes and I'm too hot.
I get itchy. With
Wool's
wool.
good for a wet
Wet weather,
environment.
yeah.
man. Yeah,
Wool makes
it
me
is.
itchy.
I do. I got a lot of wool socks. Like if
Did
I
you
know
got
that
it?
my feet are gonna get wet, I'll wear wool socks.
Have you guys seen those stupid ass fucking commercials about gotta get the alpaca fur?
No. I don't have.
I know, but I'd love to see that shit.
Looking
Gotta
great.
get the alpaca.
Oh, because Ghost has an ad blocker on for sure.
Oh, that's some fucking dirty shit. I watch all your ads, dude.
I mean, it's worse than that.
I even make
I got
videos
YouTube Red.
to teach people how to click on your ads.
No, I pay
Not
for
even kidding.
I pay for YouTube Red or whatever it is.
Dude.
Yeah, fuck it. So
On my desktop, I'm happy. I've never seen an ad, but like I kind of think about the YouTube Premium
yeah,
just for
I
like
mean, it's-
films and shit.
yeah, I have it cheap. It's cheap. Yeah, I'll click on the link and it'll open in the browser and it'll get an ad. I'm like, what the fuck is this bullshit? So then I just
I can
switch
do
to-
check.
to
I can
that.
see through vidIQ how much money I've made, say, Shade Tree Surgeon in a given week by clicking on his ads, and it's quite a bit. Like not quite a bit. Like by myself, I estimate it's like just my clicking on his ads, I make him $10 a month.
Dude, I haven't put up a video in a while. I still make money on YouTube and Amazon. My Amazon affiliate links, they still people every year they come out with a new like GSXR or GSX, and then my videos like got all the mods with all the links, and people go buy it all.
How do those things work?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Could I tell you like, yo, I'm about to buy a fucking Cena, and you just give me the link and I buy it and
Yeah.
get a cut?
Yes.
Yep.
Yep.
6%.
I don't know
think
if it's
I'm gonna-
6%. It's less.
I
than
think
that.
I'm gonna get myself a Cena for
You should.
Maybe
For
0.6%.
for Christmas, so it's still a little bit away.
Well, just tell me when
0.06.
I'll send you the link.
All right, sounds good.
It doesn't pay me much. but
I
every
make
time.
I think I make anywhere between like $50 to $100 every 2 months from Amazon affiliate links.
Yeah, that's about accurate. Like when you're just like when somebody says, "Hey man, what motorcycle helmet you get?" and you go to Amazon, you say, "Oh, copy affiliate link," and then you send them that.
I
But
don't
they
even know.
find
This
it.
is just from all the videos I've made where I've gone.
Really?
Like yeah.
Oh
Like my
yeah, I
old
don't
videos.
do that. I don't do that anymore. I fucking turn. Well, I don't know. There's some. Yeah, I got some links up there, but no, I don't. Fucking,
Yeah, those
I
are
don't
all
make
those are all
videos,
just from
so
there. But
It works.
I mean
yeah.
like I got the Amazon like this last month and I was like perfect. I was gonna buy Call of Duty, so pay for Call of Duty. I was like, all right.
it's
know-
literally
you
James.
know-
It's literally just a fucking tag at the end of the fucking URL that affiliates you with the same
The
fucking
link,
product. So
yeah.
you get a little bit of money off the sale. That's all
Yeah.
it is, man.
Yeah.
It's like you
Yeah,
get-
I know what like affiliate is. I just didn't know if
Yeah.
it's like it doesn't work until like 10 people use it, or like you can only generate so many. I didn't know
It
you
worked.
could do anything.
It worked. They, as a matter of fact, they hadn't paid me in like 3 months, and then I ordered a fogger for my grow tent, and I noticed like at the last minute they were like, "A credit from your affiliate account added, $15." I'm like, oh,
yeah,
there it
but
is.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know when I for like a year after I quit Amazon, I still had the employee discount on Amazon.
Really?
Yeah, they didn't take it away for a long time. It was funny.
How much is the discount?
It depends on the product. It's not a lot, but like it'll be like I don't know, $15 off of like $150 or $100, depending on what you buy.
It's pretty rad.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. But, man. But I definitely am waiting to play some Call of Duty. I had fun playing. That was fun.
I can't wait to see like a lot of the other gun options. That's my.
I didn't really like the way their gun setup was, and I didn't play with it that much. I just was like, well, fuck it, I'm just gonna level up. But I didn't really like the way the gun loadouts setups were. So we'll see what they change. Are they gonna do? Is it gonna be tied to Warzone?
I think so. They're like Warzone 2 or something like Phase 2 or some shit. So like Warzone's changing a lot, and I think they're gonna reset all the guns and everything there. It's like the next generation of Warzone, but
Got you.
I know people like still love those like fucking drop in the middle battle royale kind of things, but like I don't know, man.
I do. I like them. It depends if you're playing with people. I don't like doing it alone. If you have a good squad, it's fun. Because then you get the communication and like, it's a lot of fun. Kind of like when we were playing the when it was like all four of us playing and we were playing.
Yeah, the fucking hostage one.
Yeah, the hostage one. There was like, oh, there's some good communication, and that's where it gets fun.
Oh, Rev Bomb. This Modern Warfare has. I don't know if you played Counter Strike. I think you do.
Yeah.
I think you mentioned it before.
Yep.
But the new Modern Warfare has a fucking hostage rescue map, like game mode. It's so fucking fun.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. There's 2 hostages that you have to either rescue or you kill the whole team. We played a lot of that shit.
Some
And
more
then-
search
Huh?
instead of search, or they still
They
have
still
search?
have search. They still have
That's
search.
also, yeah.
Yeah, it's just an added mode where it's like hostage rescue.
Did you guys see Elon's robot?
No.
No.
Oh fuck!
When's a Tesla truck coming out? That's what I want to
He
know.
he fucking that's never coming up. He fucking tried to. He's got a new Tesla truck. It's called a robot.
Did you see the flag he got? Because after Florida got flooded, he's like, the Tesla Cybertruck can float for limited periods.
Yeah. That's a good point. How far does the fucking stainless steel rock float?
It's a Cybertruck.
Well, your seat can be transferred into a flotation device. So yeah, he fucking released a robot. That's all. I figured fucking Ghost would have fucking seen that right away.
Okay, so this is what he tweeted. He said that the Cybertruck will be waterproof enough to serve briefly as a boat, so it can cross rivers, lakes, and even seas that aren't too choppy. Muskrat. And I'm like, how briefly? Like, you gotta put a
Yeah,
time on
like
this.
5
Like,
feat. Like
yeah,
what's brief,
briefly
bro?
is very vague.
With water in my truck.
Is that an additional thing that they're adding, or was that already like that?
If I made that truck, I would fucking
Oh.
make the floorboards. I would fucking make that thing like a battleship. If I was gonna brag about it, I would actually make the glass shatterproof to where a steel ball couldn't fucking make you look like a dumbass. And I would make the whole chassis fucking airtight, like a fucking Volkswagen or a battleship, for fuck's sakes, right? So you just fucking
I'm just saying, if you have like the door panels, like kind of like built like a pontoon boat or whatever, and you had like a fucking rudder that came down, I'd consider it. With all this fucking flooding going around, I'd consider like, hey, this truck at least it can become a boat, you know?
Right. And you fucking make it that. Hell, I'd have a blowjob button in that fucking thing.
Did I tell you, Red Bomb, I rebuilt my computer?
But he doesn't.
Again?
No, you didn't.
Yeah.
What'd you build? Like a 3090 or?
A 3080, and then I put a 5900X. What did I get? A 59.
I don't know what they're up to now.
Yeah,
Dude, you can order a fucking. You can order
they're cheap. They're
a
back
Tesla
down to
truck still.
Oh, you can always order them. When you're gonna get it is a different story.
2023 apparently.
You guys see how massive the fucking 4090s are? They're like 5-slot cards. They're 5-slot cards. They're fucking massive, dude.
90 is already.
Yeah, they're coming out right now. The reviewers are just getting like their samples and shit like
okay.
that. So like they're doing their testing, but they're coming out in November, so next month.
4090 looks like a slot.
It's massive. It's like
insane.
4 or 5 slots, dude.
Yeah, it's a 3 slot.
I
So
just
then-
I'm thinking like, what if
So then
I'm
the
right?
turbo cards are gonna be 4 slots.
Literally with a 3080, I put every game on ultra.
Yeah.
Every fucking game, no problem. I can't imagine the 4090. Like, I don't know. The only problem I have is a stupid Razer software.
Dude, look at this photo.
Is it the one next to the PS5?
No, this is a kid with a 4090.
Let's take a look. Nvidia.
It just it's blown up out of proportion, but it just looks so fun.
I don't see it.
On it pop up?
Oh, the guy.
Yeah, the guy with the card.
That has 4 fuck. Wait, no, let me 8 fucking fans on it.
I think that's a meme.
It is a meme, but
Okay.
it's fucking great.
That's hilarious. Well, look at the size of the cooler on his fucking on the CPU on behind him.
Now that's not a meme. That's actual.
That's insane. But that's one of those that's one of those open cases, huh?
Well, the way you have those pipes
that's
going
just
up,
testing.
I'm thinking it's
Yeah,
a
it's
vapor
testing.
chamber too.
My cooler's that big.
I have AIO.
I don't want to deal with liquid bullshit ever.
You don't have to deal with it. You just plug it in and it works.
I know, but they go bad.
I mean,
Yeah, once you start like seeing some like thermal
Overheating.
throttling stuff
Yeah.
like that, you just replace the whole AIO. It's easy. But
Or I can just see
Or
when
you
a
can-
fan stops turning.
Yeah.
And then put a fan in.
now I will say like a good air cooled setup is 85-90% of the way of like a good water cooling setup if you do it right. You know, they're really good.
it's also loud.
I think I have a Noctua. Yeah, a D15.
Now Noctua's made like 3090s. So like I'm kind of waiting to see if Noctua makes a 4090 and I might go for it. Cuz the idea of having a graphics card with like actual fans. That sounds good to me.
Dude, nothing's gonna be freaking game heavy enough to even use a 40.
No, not right now. Eventually it'll get there, but I mean, like I said, on the 3080, I fucking put every. Dude, me and Verse were sitting here looking at every game I own. We were just like Max. We're like, oh my god, that looks incredible. When we
I
put
think
on
one of the
fucking
craziest
Horizon,
ones
I was like,
fucking
holy,
Horizon, yeah.
When we put
All the
Horizon,
reflections.
yeah, we put on RTX ray tracing. Like I turned ray. I've never been able to run it on my old card, so you turn on ray tracing on every game. When I say ultra, that includes ray tracing enabled on all the games. And when we turn that shit on fucking Forza Horizon, holy fuck, that game looked, and it plays like I was getting crazy high frames.
I feel like the 3090 was like the 1080 at the time. Like it was like the step. And now I feel like a
It-
4090 just like fucking
The
overkill.
4090 almost double the performance if you believe Intel specs, right? So you haven't got your third-party reviewers. They don't have the NDA lifted yet for their own test. But once those come out, if it matches the NVIDIA release data, damn. But here's the thing, like you have to get third-party info first.
Yeah, but it still comes back to like what. Unless you're doing video editing, what the fuck are you gonna use?
It's not even
What-
editing,
what-
just fucking rendering.
Real rendering, yeah. But still,
If the specs match up to like what Nvidia's releasing, I think it would be when I would switch to 4K, 100%. Like
'Cause
never
it'd
going
be-
back, never changing my
it'd be
resolution.
super easy. It'd just run everything at 4K.
Yeah, and that DLSS that I was telling you about, where like it monitors like the resolution upscales and downscales, and like uses like AI to match. that's getting a 3.0 version, which is like it's actually doing it on the graphics card side, not software side. So like games don't even have to support it anymore. The graphics card can do it by itself. So I'm interested to see how that comes out also.
How much
We'll
is
see,
a
man.
39?
Right now you can get them for about 1,000.
Yeah. I bought my 3080 for what, $800, $799.
That's
It was
cool.
fucking Versus' fault. It's like, look at the price of this car, and I was like, what the
Yeah.
fuck?
So if you
Dude.
go pre-owned right now, you can get a 3080 Ti's for about 900, $1,000 on eBay. If you got used though, like
Fuck
that's
that.
the.
This is
that's
probably
the
all
thing.
fucking old miner cards.
Mined
too.
out.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, mining cards, if they had a sustained thermal level, that's fine. The more of the issue is the going down, going up, going down, going up, going down, going up. It's the thermal cycles. But like a lot of the cards, like how many graphics cards do you have from fucking 10 years ago that still work? You know, it's usually the fans that go out.
That's true. I mean, I still pulled out. I got the 2070s there still.
You have a 2070 just chilling?
I got a 760 that still works.
No, it's a 2060. My bad.
Come on, a 1070, bro.
I have the 2060 sitting there. I'll,
My 1080 took a shit. I have to go back to my old 1070. Fuck.
That's still probably better than my 2060. That shit is a piece of shit. I mean, it did alright, but it got me through. But it wasn't.
I don't really enjoy
I
the
don't think I'll-
look of NVIDIA founders cards. Like, they just look so good. And I know it doesn't mean shit as a computer, and I never look at it. Computer, really? Just
Yeah.
The 4090
look.
has. If you watch Gamers Nexus last video, he actually has an engineer from NVIDIA come out and like they water jetted a 4090 cooler in half and like talked about the specs, but like it has one of the craziest like vapor chambers I've ever seen in any card, and it has like the heat pipes and all that stuff also in addition. But I think this founder card would be like the only card that doesn't run into thermal limits. It's gonna be good.
Hey, Rev, I fucking got the no-go on my two-story terrarium fucking idea.
What?
Remember that shit?
Yeah, your big old gecko walking.
Yeah, there's like where you look up in the foyer and the fucking is just we climb 2 stories and you just pump the water up to the top and it would drop to the bottom and it would all work. Blah 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 blah. I presented that to him. He's like, "Fuck you, you fucking hippie." I was like, "Okay." So instead, I started growing opium in the attic.
That is a different route.
Big time. That would be a felony.
It's better to ask for forgiveness, right? So I just fucking went that route
We'll
this
just
time.
pay him $1,000 if he catches you.
Just freaking hit him with an opium dart and call it a day.
Dude, and in fucking all seriousness, I fucking knew a guy that he was taking in tenants from where we worked at this rodeo, that Dixie Stampede bullshit. And the whole time he was taking in tenants and letting people live there, he was making meth in the attic.
Oh,
He was doing shake and bake the whole time. He's fucking in prison as fuck right now.
2060 Ti. Oh man. Did you wrestle in high school at all?
I
Even
didn't.
No, even wrestling, you would have wrestling shoes. You're gonna start
I
getting mat burn on your feet, bro. That shit sucks.
Oh, you're talking about Rev fucking starting to fight
Yeah.
out of nowhere? Yeah, that's true.
You're gonna get mat burn on your feet. That
Why?
shit-
Rug burn. He's
big-
talking about rug
it's
burn.
like-
We've all had it on our knees.
It's like
Remember
rug burn, but it's the problem is you keep going back and it just keeps opening up over and over again. It's fucking annoying.
All 4 of us have had rug burn on our knees many times, I'm sure.
Fucking Billy. Oh my god.
I get it. In actuality, from hiking, I get it on my feet because I can't afford good boots. I got Gamecast, so with bad fucking shoes, you fucking wear the skin off your feet from walking, man. From merely walking, mainly around the ankles, just below the ankle.
I wonder if there's like a good quality sock that can mitigate that.
I wear.
Not really.
I wear.
Not
I-
really.
Oh.
I don't think so. I mean, you can prove me wrong. I would love for you to.
Wool
Man, I
socks.
use wool, those fucking compression socks, the fucking cotton socks, and it really doesn't matter what you rub against what. If you do it for long enough, it wears a hole.
That's what she said.
Giggity, giggity.
Dude, this is crazy. Nvidia actually has cards for sale on the site that
What?
You're breaking
Nvidia,
up,
like if
man.
you go on Nvidia.com.
They have cars on
Well-
sale for consignment.
No, like buy one.
Oh, like
Well-
available.
Well,
Yeah.
there's a big controversy behind that, Rev. Right now is that they were bundling and like selling all these cards, at high
Yeah.
prices. Then
Yeah.
the market crashes because all the bitcoins, switching from proof of work to proof of ownership. So mining's down. So now they have this big surplus of cards of the 30 series that they're trying to get out before the 40 series is officially out. So like now everywhere has graphics cards in stock. Everybody.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's kind of annoying.
And
I
then
don't even know.
then Ghost
I
buys an
don't even
EVGA
know what
card.
you said.
Ghost buys an EVGA card, and then EVGA announces that they're no longer making graphics cards.
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
why?
A big the founder of EVGA says it's difficult to work with and all this other stuff, and they back out of making AIB cards for Nvidia, and then he says he's never going back.
Oh. I liked freaking UVGA with the FTW.
That's the one I got.
Yeah, because they say it's for the win. We all know it's fuck the world, baby.
Yeah, that's the one I got. The 3080 FTW. A good card.
The FTW3, I think.
I don't remember. I want to order new cables for it to make it look nice. So.
Dude, I dig the cables. They're fucking sweet.
Dude, I always add those cables, like the sleeved cables, to my cart, and then I close it. It's like
so
it's hard.
fun.
It's hard for me to spend the money on something just visually when what I
Uh-huh.
have is working. That's my problem.
Oh, I get it. It's not a problem. I wish I could do it. I got cables. Like I said, I don't even look at my PC. It looks nice on the inside. But I don't ever look at it.
You don't have a see-through case?
I do.
Oh.
So,
I'm right there with them, dude. Like, how many times do I actually look at my tower? Pretty much never.
well, so like
Every day.
where I am, like when I walk to my desk, my CPU is facing at that point in time, so I can see it when I'm walking to the desk. But the moment I sit down, I can't even see my tower.
yeah.
Period. Like I have to like look under the desk, and on that, and I'm looking at the backside of the tower, so it's just black anyway. So it's not even where I'm sitting. I can see it. I can't even reach it.
Mine's just bright as fuck right next to me. There's so much RGB. It's ridiculous. Let's see. Let's show you this shit. Look.
Jesus, that's a massive case.
Bro, I barely fit the card with the tower. That's not even zoom. I can't focus. Yeah, whatever. You see it's glowing everywhere. God damn it. But, yeah, I've been loving it since I got it. So, but you know what? The problem I've been running into is not even that. It's not anything to do with the system. The fucking software for Razer fucks with games, man. I was having crazy, like, we were playing Call of Duty. One day, the first day, no problem. Next day, I was getting like 7 frames. And I was like,
Oh,
what?
shit.
I was fucking shooting. I was so pissed. I couldn't play anything. I was getting 7 frames a second. Everything I tried, uninstalling it, reinstalling it, deleting everything, like lowering graphic. I mean, I went through everything. And then Verse goes, remember that one time you had problems with Razer software? And I was like, no. And so I killed the Razer software. Game started working.
I don't
Yep.
have the same stuff. So like my mouse is now it's Logitech.
Uh-huh.
My keyboard's a Corsair. So like I
So
don't
I
have,
have a Razer LED mouse pad. Everything's Razer.
Yeah, I like one day when I got my Logitech mouse, the Corsair software and the Logitech software didn't line up, and my mouse is more important to me to have all the buttons on the mouse work. So I said, "Fuck it." So now my Corsair keyboard just is on like splattered RGB that just keeps pulsing
Yeah,
or
the
whatever.
default, yeah.
And I'm
Whatever
like,
default is.
whatever, I'm fuck. And then everything else works, and I've never had an issue since. And
Yeah, no, I figured just keeping it all one brand. So that's why I just went with all like fucking Razer, and I like Razer. But now I'm running into a problem that like with certain games, the Razer software fucks everything up.
So there is open source software called OpenRGB. That you can control all the RGB, of all your devices from like Razer Synapse, IQ, Logitech, and so on.
That's not
You
what the
can control
software
from
is
there.
for. The software, okay, so if you look at my mouse right here, I can take this off, and I have another plate that has like tons of different buttons, all programmable, and it's all done through the Razer
Now,
software.
do you
So
have to have all the bloat that comes with the Razer? Like all that fucking game optimizers and shit like that? Like, is that needed?
I don't think so, but I don't even know that.
oh, you
But-
have the MOBA mouse thing that you can like 16 button.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I used
It's
to play
got-
with one of those.
It's got 3 different plates. So I usually have one for Call of Duty that it doesn't use the 16, but it has like
9 in
yeah.
the circle or whatever it is.
yeah, and I was using that one for Call of Duty because you have all the options.
Dude, you gotta try when your mouse dies. Just try a G502 Hero. It's my favorite mouse.
I'm on like my 4th fucking 502, and
I
every time I
love
go to buy a different mouse, I'm like,
Can't
"Ah,
do it.
I'll get another 502. And it's not my favorite mouse. It's just,
They're
it's
not even that expensive.
it's
man.
reliably what it is, and it's always that, and it meets
Just
expectations.
works.
Yeah, it just works.
And it's light as hell, and it's got the buttons in the right place. It does it's all the little details.
That's actually pretty cheap. $40.
I want something like the Razer Naga Hex that's just from a company that's not Razer. That's my thing.
That's racist.
Do that. Have I given you my Razer story yet?
No.
Okay, so brand fucking new when Razer's like really new to the scene. It's like a small thing. The whole entire website, all it is a form. And the earliest products they have, me and my brother we buy 2 Razer Lacuses and 2 Razer Lacosas. Both of them ship with shitty firmware. It doesn't work properly. Like the lights fucking glitching out on 2 different systems. Well, the forums they have this software you download to basically update the firmware. Well, that software bricks both my brother's mouse and keyboard and my mouse and keyboard on 2 different systems, bricks them. Razer acknowledges that it's a common problem, and they're just like, ah, tough luck. Now that's way early days of Razer. And I understand they're probably better now, bigger company now, different management now, I'm sure. But like just the sting from way back then, I have my middle finger to them forever. I'll never buy Razer product.
I love it. Just like I will never buy anything from Repzilla.
Oh shit! What? Is that a Revzilla story?
Yeah. So, what I was known for back in the day, they did an article about motorcycles and punching mirrors, and that it's just an absolute disrespect, and there's no reason for it ever. It should never ever take aggression out and all this bullshit. It's like, yeah, go for yourself.
Did you delete your Instagram too?
Hmm?
Did you delete your Instagram?
Yep.
You deleted all your shit, huh?
Nope.
He's like, I don't need that kind of negativity in my life. So, on like the whole YouTube front, something that I've noticed, there's a gap in jujitsu content.
So are you gonna
I was thinking
slide
about it.
in the
I
DMs?
was thinking about like doing some like jujitsu shit. Like when I went to Vegas, I was like, dude, this would be a dope vlog. Like
do it?
doing a vlog in Worlds, fucking like, you know, that's some shit a lot of people don't see. And there were so many people there, and I was like, that'd be sick. So I was thinking about doing something. I tried to. So my gym's super old school. So I mean, like when I say old school, I mean they're like old school. My professor's he's from fucking Brazil, and so he only moved out here not too long ago, like I don't know, maybe 7 years ago. So he's like super like old school Brazilian. You can't like it's kind of annoying. And then Hoyler doesn't like people recording, so we're not supposed to record in there. Because I tried recording in there. I mean, he doesn't really. If I'm recording some things, he doesn't really say too much. But like he's caught people recording before, and he's like, turn that shit off. Yeah, it's weird. But I was like, man, it'd be kind of cool to do that kind of stuff. So. Because it's the same as like motovlogging. When you start like looking at motorcycles, you start looking for content. Googling, what's a good gi to buy, what's a good gym price, what's a cool move, what should you know as a beginner, like all these fucking, how long does it take to get a blue belt, like all these fucking things, there's like all this content. I feel like there's a gap there.
No, I think so. For me, remember, basic bitch here. 4 days in, nowhere near, but just off the top of my head, from like a gi in the gym, guys have different gis, and to me, the rental gi to my gi that I have now,
It's just as good.
it's the same shit, dude.
Yeah,
It's
not.
the same fucking shit.
There's differences. Okay. So there is a thing where like certain gis are just stupid because of the name, because of the brand. But there are certain gis that like just feeling them, you're like, holy shit, like this shit is legit. Like Fuji has a gi that I want to buy, but their shit runs small and it has mesh under the arms and mesh in the crotch area, so it's like cooler. I have a gi where the inside of the gi is got a like an Aztec warrior, like the whole inside liner is like an Aztec warrior. It's fucking dope.
I saw one that was all camo on the inside, and I was like, damn.
Yeah. So
I wish I would have
like
known that.
But then they're hottest. You don't see you right now. You're like, oh, I wish I would have known that. But guess what? In the fucking summer, that fucking gi sucks. That shit sucks dick because it's so fucking hot. It's ridiculous. So like I didn't wear it all summer. I bought it like in winter last year. I wore it for a little bit and then summer hit and I was like, fuck, I can't wear this. It's too fucking hot. So like that's like something that you wouldn't know, right? Or like I have a King's gi, a Ballistico. The cuff, it's like this big. It's like super thin, right? But in competition, that's awesome because when you grab the gi like this, it doesn't easily grab. Like some gis have really thick cuffs, so if I grab it, my fingers hook in, and it makes it easier for me to grip. But on that one, because it's so small, it's hard to grip. So if you try to do certain moves, you're not able to grab it. Right?
So you wear that
For a
on competition day.
Yeah, yeah. Or like my professor, he wears brand new gis on competition because they're slick, because they're still soft and
Right, because
slippery.
they still have the little like I don't
So when
want
you
to say
go-
grease, but it has
Yeah,
that
like it's
film.
just yeah, because they haven't been washed yet.
Yeah, that
And so,
little
like,
plastic
So
coating.
you
almost.
so when you go for things, it's like it's more slippery. Like so, there's like little things about gis that like Fuji. They make sick gis, but the thing I found with Fuji gis is the waist to the inside like crotch area is small, like super short, and so like you feel like your pants are falling, and you pull them up, and you fucking crush your balls every time because they're just too fucking short. And I've asked other people, they have the same problem with Fuji gis, like other guys. So I'm like, that's something you wouldn't know unless you bought a fucking Fuji gi. Like, hey, this is something to look at, you know? Like I have a gi from Super Rare. It's my fucking favorite gi. It's 100% cotton, but it's like my favorite fucking gi. It's so dope. But I think I have 11 gis now, 11 or 12. I have a lot.
Holy shit.
Yeah. And well, not just me. Like then my wife has some. So then like there's different issues with women's gis. So I'm like, there's like a whole untapped section there, of like. And you know, in my mind, I'm thinking, maybe I can
It's
get
the
some
same
free.
fucking thing.
Maybe I can get some free gis out of this. You know, companies like, oh,
Hey, you just
want to
made me
review?
think. Like
Boom.
maybe I could do some studies and then put my fucking background on top of.
I bet you
karate-
could. I bet you could.
Karate or Jewish karate, and then make
Gis?
Jewish karate nightgowns. Yeah.
I bet you could. But they're not all the same, man. I'm telling you. They're like the belt strings.
Oh,
are
I know.
different. The
Well,
belt
I see, I
strings are
specialize-
different.
As far as my sewing goes, I specialize in high impact sewing. I deal in skydiving and stage.
So
welding.
a lot of the new gis have ripstop pants.
Oh yeah, nylon, huh?
So they have
Weird.
their pants are ripstop because they grab it.
Yeah,
And that's
I
another
know
thing.
about that.
So does your gi have ripstop pants? Or
Well,
they
all of
No,
huh?
no idea. Not a clue.
that's
Yeah, see,
crazy.
that's the difference. Do you have?
All of skydiving is in ripstop technology. By the way,
Yeah.
bring that up.
So, at your gym, you can wear whatever gi, or is it only certain color? It's only white and blue, right?
I've only ever seen people in white.
Yeah. So some gyms, mostly Gracie gyms, have rules on gis. So like Humaita, my gym, you can only wear white and blue. They don't care what brand you wear, but it's got to be white and blue, and then you have to get the patches put on, right? Gracie Baja, you have to buy their gi. You have to buy their gi. You can't wear anyone else's gi.
I'd say so. They might break your arm if you don't.
They're kind of like your. I don't know.
Even if you tap. Even if
Yeah.
you tap.
Does Gracie Baja have Gracie behind it, or they just
They all
kinda-
have. They all have like a brother, or
Okay.
something that came out. Like so, you have Gracie Baja, you have Gracie Humaita, you have Carlson Gracie, which is theirs. Then you have the one where whatever that one is with the two brothers.
Hang on a minute.
Inner and
Yeah, Rainer and his brother, which is pretty sick that he's going there. Those guys are fucking killers, dude. And so he's like, he didn't know who Brian Ortega was, and I'm like, bro, he goes there, and he goes, oh yeah, I seen him there. I'm like, fucking dude's a monster.
it is funny as fuck because you get like some of those like post interviews at the fights when they put the shirt on and shit like that. Like, don't get me wrong, like some of them you can tell the bad motherfuckers, but some of them, dude, if that guy's behind me in the line
don't
at
know.
Walmart, I wouldn't know.
No, you
that
wouldn't
guy
know.
fucked my ass up, he'll kill me. I wouldn't even know.
Yeah. Yeah, like if you saw Brian Ortega in a shirt, you'd be like, oh, that's just some normal guy. Versus you saw fucking, what's his name?
You see Francis Nagani, you know he can fuck you up.
Yeah. Yeah, or Ryan Gordon. You're like, oh, that's that motherfucker.
I I don't know.
I'm like, dude, I'm the opposite. When people see me in a shirt that fits right, they're like, "Damn it, he's fucking looks like he's pretty fit." But then when I take it off, they're like,
You wear those Instagram shirts?
I'm gonna fucking kick that guy's ass, man. I don't know.
Dude, I didn't.
The fucking shape, the men's
Yeah,
shape
the
shirts.
dad shirts
Oh,
or whatever they're fucking
no,
called.
I
Yeah,
haven't
think it's
ordered
funny.
that yet. I would. I'd wear it. I'm not gonna lie, but I haven't. I think
I've been doing a lot of lifting lately for like the past.
I think
4 or 5 weeks now. It's been
the
pretty-
trick to
pretty
looking good in a shirt at our age is like not being fat.
That is
Not,
huge.
not
that
being
is-
fat and wearing
Yeah.
a smaller size.
Yeah.
Well, that
I
those
have
shirts,
a fucking compression shirt under.
well those shirts that are on Instagram, they're like supposedly tighter, like on your arms and up here, and then looser down here.
Sorry, I thought a cat was eating a gecko. Anyway,
I'm just
Cat
I'm
was
just
eating a
saying.
lizard.
I thought so. He just knocked over something else that was near him.
I've been sewing my T-shirts like that for years and years and years, so it kind of pissed me off when that company came out. But of course, it's always like that, right? Oh, why didn't I think of that kind of fucking thing? But I've always taken in the arms of my T-shirt because
I don't know why my chat's not showing up for you, Mr. Knives, but I've seen you on the screen right now.
as a
Talking about
youth,
the best mouse though. That 502 was the best mouse ever.
I had really small arms. I could never keep up with the rest of the boys, so I would take in the arms of my T-shirts, man, and it made me look
I
bigger.
was never
because they
skilled enough
fit.
to do any of that.
It's really just tailoring. It's not really a big deal. Fucking rich people get
Well,
their shit. Like,
We have a lady at our gym, one of the purple belts. She's like the gym tailor or whatever, because you have to get
Right.
patches. So like you'll buy the
Right.
patches and you'll bring your gi, and then she charges $5 a patch, and then you just give them to her, and then like the next day she brings them back. So there's like 3 patches per gi that you have to get. So it's like $15, and the professor is like, oh, you need these sewn on, she'll do it. And so like new people come in, she'll do it. So $15, $15. You buy a new gi, $15. I'm like, damn, she must be. And she'll come back the next. She's gotten good at it, so like I'm sure she's making a decent like profit on just sewing patches on.
That's so funny, dude. I did that for TGI Fridays employees once.
Oh yeah.
I made a good profit. Yeah.
Mhm.
They bring them to my apartment, and I'd fucking just sew on their ice cream cone or whatever the fuck
Oh,
regalia they
their flare.
I earned the ice cream flare today. Can you put it on? Yeah. Most of the time, you just look at the back of the patch and see if there's glue on it, and you
Did you
fucking
iron that
iron
bitch
the
on?
fucking thing on.
Yeah, these have to be sewn on, because otherwise they'll just get ripped right off. But yeah, she probably makes decent money doing that shit. Yeah.
It's a
And it
side
took. You have later, Mr. Knives. So what made you? I know you were talking about like joining and whatnot for a bit, but what made you want to join or do it?
I mean, I wanted to for like, other reasons, but I was just like, fuck it. Like, it's not going to be like if I start later, it's just going to be later. Like I could have just been doing it the whole time.
Yeah.
I was like,
That's the
fuck
important. That's
it.
the important matter. Time, man. We're only
Just
here
doing
for
it.
a minute. Yeah. What you gonna fucking wait till you're 50 to fucking do it? No. Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
That should be everybody's reason. Time.
I mean, I was like when I first started, I was probably pushing 260, man. I was getting lazy, man. And it's kept me like constantly like working out. Like I'm always working out now.
See,
Fucking-
that's the one thing for me. It tires me out, and I like working out in the morning.
It's a different cardio.
Yeah, and
It's not the same.
dude, I don't have the energy in the
Yeah,
morning.
yeah.
Like,
No,
I haven't fully recuperated. Like, I haven't gotten to the point where my cardio's at that level.
Dude, there's people that come in that were like, they run, they do they do activity, like they do stuff, but it's a different type of fucking cardio. That's what I try to tell people. I'm like,
Right.
you can be fit, you can go run marathons. You're gonna come in this gym and you're gonna get smoked. 'Cause
Oh,
it's
yeah.
a whole different. It's like a way. I don't know. It's just a different type of cardio. I don't know why it's different or what's different about it, but
I
Isn't
think
it,
completely
isn't
different.
it something to do with like acids building up in the muscles when you're using them a lot? Like there's a muscle fatigue that goes with it. It's not just like a
Maybe.
cardio thing.
Maybe. I
It
have no
might ha-
idea.
it might have something to do with the gayness.
I don't know
kidding.
about that, but yeah.
Yeah,
the-
it's
the
like
thing-
Where you're rubbing balls together and
Oh.
stuff, like rubbing your balls up against each other. That, yeah,
That's-
yeah.
I think there's a couple of reasons for it,
That's-
right?
that's-
So
that's
you have
taxing.
the one reason is like you said with the lactic acid shit, but then you have like the mental capacity and adrenaline. So you're you're like, because you're basically putting your body into fight or
Yeah,
fight
fight
mode.
Yeah.
So you're fighting in this situation, but it's controlled. But it's still
Yeah.
gotta
no,
be
you're right.
pumping full of adrenaline. So you're not used to that much anxiety inside your own system. And then on top of it, you're doing a hour-long cardio workout, fully adrenalized.
Yeah.
And then afterwards you're like, all right, we're done. See you.
I know. I don't ever leave it. I've never left a class where my hand's not doing this.
Yeah.
When I'm done, when I'm leaving, my hand's like this. It's like shaking, and I don't know if that's. I mean, partially it's probably from like the constant gripping, but I'm sure a big part is also like the adrenaline dump that you get when you're rolling
yeah.
with someone. Like every time, there's just that like dump of adrenaline, you know. But I think it also helps you handle. You get more accustomed to this huge dump of adrenaline all the time. So if something happens, you can handle that without being like, oh, spazzy.
I've always
I don't-
wanted to try adrenochrome.
Is that like
Which
an
is
adrenaline?
It's a pharmaceutical adrenaline. Yeah.
So
You
like
just-
epinephrine, basically. Same
Yeah,
stuff.
but the adrenaline, yeah, it simulates adrenaline.
That's-
But it's made with real adrenaline, but like of other animals and shit like that. But there's a legend, and it's in Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, that you can get adrenochrome made from human, to where you just fucking go out of your mind, you stuck to the ceiling, literally.
No, what's the fucking like? I swear I heard adrenochrome with like the fucking like vampire fucking children eating like conspiracy theories. I've heard adrenochrome.
Oh,
was
really?
something with
Is that in the conspiracy theory? No, I
Something with
assure
it.
you,
I like-
adrenochrome is real.
The what? Are you talking about where the celebrities are sucking out child
Yeah,
brains or
a
whatever?
fucking ancient vampire fucking something. I don't know the fucking whole conspiracy, but I remember hearing that the fucking adrenochrome from children or some shit.
It has.
Ooh. bad.
That sounds it sounds like
it's like-
inferior adrenochrome.
It's
would-
baby's blood or has somebody explained this to me, and I was like, okay, because it was like that whole Tom Hanks thing, whatever. They're talking about how he's drinking baby blood out and fucking swear. It was like, dude, you really think that Tom Hanks is going to like New Zealand or whatever to go to some like baby orphanage thing to stick a straw in a blenderized forehead of a child and drink the blood
Oh, we
to
already
get high?
we already covered that. That's called shrimping.
That's shrimping.
There are like fucking old.
Let's
like,
go shrimping, baby.
like blood transfusions from fucking young people's bloods, but like they pay for it and it's known. But like
Yeah.
the fucking psychedelic fucking psychic vampire shit, that's a little crazy.
JFK's coming back in 2 weeks too. Right? Yeah. He's been scheduled to come back for the past year,
Fucking
But he-
19 times.
but he will be back in 2 weeks. Mark my words. Vote for me.
He was gonna come back this time, but but he couldn't because of this guy. You know, that guy's, you know, he stopped him, he blocked him, but he's gonna come back 2 weeks from now. Donate to my campaign.
Yep, and lizard kids are raping Republicans at the bottom of a pizza shop or something like that.
Now I don't believe the whole fucking lizard people stuff, but like if you look at Mark,
I don't either.
Something's wrong. You know, look
That
at
lizard shit freaks me out, dude. My fucking uncle adopted that shit, and it was the beginning of the end. Then it should have been the end of the end. When someone tells you, "Hey, man," I'm pretty sure fucking lizard people are raping children at that pizzeria over there at the basement every Saturday. I mean, what would you say? For real. What if? Come on, answer me honestly.
The what? The Pizzagate thing?
Yeah. What if Ghost came up with some shit just like that? It said flamingo people are raping blonde women in the basement of a fucking Outback Steakhouse, and then he started a movement.
All right, now when you say flamingo people, I'm like, but if you changed it to avian,
It's the same thing.
Avian ancestors, I'm like, baby, that's something.
Avian.
Sounds right, dude.
Oh my god.
Man, people say fucking weirder shit than that. It's fucking these days. It's bonkers. It gets worse every day. Some of the fucking shit. I'm so glad kind of Alex Jones was fucking barred from the system because it gave other people a chance to be crazy.
Have you seen the recent people trying to like interview him and ask him about the court case and the trial and shit like that? He don't get me wrong, I don't think the guy was ever in the shallow end, but like he's deep in the deep end now. He's out there.
Yeah, dude.
Who we
I
talking
heard
about?
that motherfucker. Yeah, Alex Jones. I heard him the day before yesterday. Alex Jones said, "You're right. Sandy Hook was not a fucking."
Where he's like, "It's my fault. I killed."
Yeah, he
all
said
of
it's my
them."
fault. I'm an interdimensional being that killed all those children.
Who's Alex Jones?
What did you just say? Yeah, he took
Did you watch the Channel
responsibility
5
for all the
one?
murders.
Was it the Channel 5 one that you watched? I seen that too. It's like, damn,
Yeah,
dude.
the Channel 5 one. Yeah, yeah, he took responsibility for all the Sandy Hook murders. It's like, what the fuck are you doing, dude?
And they're just like, yeah, shit that happened 200 years ago, that's my fault too. That was me. I was there.
Went from one extreme to another. It's like, what did you switch to heroin? Went from meth to heroin.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, don't get me wrong. I know like the whole fucking First Amendment, and I get it. But like, is there a line? Should there be a line? I don't know. That guy's out there.
You know the best place to fucking argue ignorant politics? Oh, this is a tip from a bored fucking suburbanite. All right, get on TikTok mid-afternoon, and then search politics, dude, and then filter it to live, and get on there and talk to those motherfuckers, dude. There is the weirdest sons of bitches you ever seen in your life are on TikTok in the afternoon. They don't have a job. These are the fucking like D&D dudes, you know, RPG LARPers that are talking politics, and it's fucking so funny. It's so entertaining.
Twitter, or I don't know if Twitter officially, but like TweetDeck, they have a way you can search by location. So one day I was just like, fuck it, and I'm gonna put my zip code in. I just want to see. And if you sort by the local post, by like the time, there's some weird motherfuckers out there. Like there's one dude that lives in the valley here. I swear to you, he spends like 8 hours a day just tweeting at like random porn stars about how much he wants to, you know, do stuff to them. I'm like, damn, dude, this is all day, just boom, 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 boom. It's porn star after porn star just going at it. I'm like, I don't need to look at local. I don't need to look at new. Like that's a whole nother side of the internet I do not need to see.
Yeah, man, they're fucking. We have a task force for that here in Knoxville. there's a bus. They call it the Internet Task Force, and it drives around the city and then sets up this like fucking mobile tower that is like telescoping. It's like this antenna comes out of the top of it, like a news van, and it looks for people looking at internet or child porn. That's what its fucking main purpose is.
That's
And
good.
you'll see it. Yeah, it's great. They'll set up. They'll fucking go to one quadrant, and then you'll see them at fucking West Town Mall, and you'll see them at East Town Mall. When malls existed, now you just see the fucking thing.
There's a lot of like independent like YouTube videos where like they set up like bait and swaps for like the pedophiles and shit like that, and they find people like consistently back to back to back, like people that are trying to meet with kids, and like how the fuck can they do that but like the actual law enforcement can't? Like they should be
But
getting people.
It's baiting and entrapment. There's loopholes, man. They fucking make the law. They make the loopholes.
Yeah, I'm just whatever fucking law is stopping baiting and entrapment from catching
I'm fucking all for those loopholes.
pedophiles. Like those laws need to go away, and we just need to catch these motherfuckers, dude.
Mhm.
Understand
I mean, but
why
if they
we
fucking
give kid fucker any fucking rules,
Leeway,
like
yeah.
any law.
yeah,
Like,
yeah, exactly. Fuck,
what good does that do?
fuck them, exactly, dude. I think dude, when they're going against fucking laws of humanity, there's certain like just laws of nature, right? Is what I consider that. Like being attracted to a child, that's not just like a law we fucking made it to where it's not okay. That's kind of just should be a law of nature. Even if we were still wild animals out in the fucking forest, you should know better than to fucking be attracted to a child. That's just like a fucking should be a given thing. Like
But it's
pissing
worse now,
like pissing out of
because-
your dick, right?
Because
You,
before
you
this
should
fucking
know that you should piss
government
out of your
shit-
dick.
before like the central government shit though, if like fucking dude, like creepy dudes, like starts getting weird with the children, you could take them out back and get rid of them.
No.
Nowadays it's harder.
Now I'm looking at that.
Well, we still
that
it's
tweet
abortion,
deck
right?
thing and
Abortion's
looking
kind of
at
the same
Padme.
thing. Isn't abortion the same thing? I'm not for or against any of this stuff, but like that's
But
the
most
Cain and Abel.
pills are
Abortion
bad.
is like modern day Cain and Abel, right? Or no, Abraham and his fucking baby or whatever. the fuck. Stab the baby on the rock, whatever. the fuck that was. Isn't that in the Bible? Fucking.
Cain and Abel were brothers.
I'm not into Star Trek, so I don't know all
I'm
this.
gonna be real with you. I've never read the Bible. Like I've never read.
Alright,
I've
you're all
never read
good.
more than 2 fucking pages.
I don't-
Like I
not-
tried to, and I'm like, this ain't. I don't want to read this shit.
I'm not meaning
Yeah.
it as like, oh, we're gonna go down a religious path. I just know that Cain and Abel were brothers, and they
Right,
committed.
yeah.
One of them killed the other one. I don't know which one. And that was the
Cain
first
killed Abel.
Okay, so that was the first murder in human history, I guess,
Yep,
or whatever.
Yep, the very first one.
Outside of that, I got nothing.
Jesus was the first hippie that came back to life. There's been more.
Well, fuck.
My biggest fucking religion battle I've been having that's been hilarious, and it's really entertaining, is to have on multiple platforms about with Satanists, these Satan fucking worshiping motherfuckers. Which is fine. You can do what you want to do, just like you can be Christian or whatever. But the problem that I always run into recently is I'm having a hard time believing that Satanists aren't just Christian. They are, in my opinion.
I seen a post on Reddit one time, and it was asking Christian people if they believed Satan exists, and like 60% of them that said they were Christian said they don't believe in Satan. It's like, what the fuck?
I was like,
Yeah,
also-
well, what the hell are you talking about? It's in your book.
wait,
It says in your book.
wait, what do you mean they don't believe that Satan?
They
But-
asked people at what religion they are if they identify as Christian, and if they said yes, they asked if they believe Satan exists, and a lot of them say no. Like they don't believe Satan exists. It's like
Then you
what-
don't
what?
believe in the Bible, you know?
It
It's like, what the
doesn't-
fuck are you talking
No,
about?
I'm not understanding. Okay,
Yeah.
that doesn't make any sense. Like
They do the same thing with this Satanism thing. It's like my aspect is that if you're a Satanist, then you believe in God in heaven because Satan is in the Bible. That's the only place it is. It's in the Christian Bible. It talks about Satan, the falling star, and his angel, and blah blah blah. And you're worshiping that. That's a character from the Bible. So you're worshiping the Bible. So shut the fuck up. You're a Christian.
Well, there is that other Satanist group, right? That's just like a whole meme, right? About like, well, not meme. It's like a protest against religious rights, so basically, where they openly say they don't believe in Satan.
how does that work?
That just makes no sense, though. It's like, well, that's part of the Bible. Heaven wouldn't make sense without hell being a thing.
You-
Like, what the
The
fuck?
whole every like as
Yeah,
you're growing
yeah,
up,
so-
we learn everything as a counterpart. Like
So
Yeah.
the
there's a
Satanic
push and a
Temple.
pull to everything.
So the Satanic Temple recognizes itself as a non-theist religious organization. So they recognize themselves as non-theists. They don't believe in a god.
Non-theist, atheist. Okay.
No, but okay.
That's
but
weird
If,
to
if you don't
say.
believe in God, you're just saying there's so okay. If I'm
That's a-
getting this
that's-
correctly, you're saying that instead of a god, Satan is the devil who created everything. So instead of being a god, you just believe in a
Yeah.
demon. Is that what we're going with?
That's that's the direction I go in.
So then
there's so
in-
much conflict in my head.
So then, in their mind, you would go to hell is a good thing. And
No,
then
so the
heaven would be the
Satanic
bad thing?
Temple,
It's like
the
Joe Biden's
Satanic
new
Temple
marijuana.
is an organization that focuses public affairs on lobbying against Christian privilege. So it's taking the opposite in an ironic stance as like a political organization that lobbies against Christian privilege. But it's like,
Oh,
like they
okay,
fight against tax exempt status and shit like that, and like
I see.
all that.
They're-
But it's
I
not
see the
actually-
direction they're going.
Yeah, so there's like Satanists, right, who believe in Satan, and then there's like this other quote unquote religious movement called the Satanic Temple that like has more of the popularity that doesn't believe in anything.
Now, you know what, dude? Right now would be a great time to start a cannabis religion. When Joe Biden's pulling his weird shit.
There already is one. The in LA
There's a lot of
specifically.
I know, but not. I mean, not based on what Joe Biden's doing. It's based on what they're doing. Most of these cannabis religions are all like, "Oh, this is what we want." But not on one of them is paying attention to what Joe Biden's plans are. And I would like start a cannabis religion based on what his law plan is with this legalization.
There's one about mushrooms too. It's like the sacred mushroom and the cross or some shit. It's like a religion in California or something where they were actually legally allowed to have mushrooms in California for a long time because of religious status.
You can do that in Colorado, right? You can fucking ingest as many as you want.
I don't know, like
It's all legal in Colorado.
I'm not
It's all
like-
legal out there in Colorado.
yeah, I'm not like broadly versed on like state to state shit. It's just like sometimes I read an article and I'm like, oh, okay, that exists, but like
Yeah, dude.
why?
In,
Yeah, I don't know
in-
everything.
in Denver, Colorado, you could eat cat shit legally.
You can do anything you want.
Uh,
I guess. I mean, I didn't know it was illegal in the first place.
Well, you can do it there. In Portland, Oregon, you can walk around with a dildo up your ass, your pants down around your ankles.
I thought that was a requirement if you lived in Portland.
Yeah. I'm
You know,
pretty
you
sure it
can't,
You would think.
in Palm Springs, you know what you can't do? Try to walk naked from your hotel.
is. Use
back to the
sunblock.
party.
All right,
Man,
man. I think I'm
fuck
a
the
drop
desert.
off here.
All right, man.
Ghost.
I'm angry about it.
Angry about it.
Yeah, look, listen.